Yeah, we back at it again. The Lions Den. So tell a friend. That's right. JJ7000, host, the moderator, and the creator of the Lions Den. That's right. Yeah. Come on in. About this knowledge. Yeah, it's about to begin. 7,000. When I woke up, I was a Hebrew Israelite. The gathering of the Hebrew Israelite. Yeah. Over everything. Come on in, man. Y'all see the title. JJ7000 versus Black Lion Supreme. Watch me go in. Kemetic Doctrine versus the Bible. Which one is best for the black community? Yeah, in this episode, Lions Den, JJ gives Black Lion Supreme an educational ass whooping that he would never forget. That's right. Hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. Y'all already know what we do up in here in the den. Shout out to El Yara Project. Shout out to Apostles Aquan TV, Black Genesis Ministry, and all the affiliates and associates of the den. Hey! Early morning edition. You know how 7,000 do, man. He's been in so many goddamn battles. The catalog is deep. I done beat them all. Plight, Tazariak, Gideon Ass, Nepal, Sebastian, Proas 01, Jeremiah Piece of Yah, and they just keep going on. Yeah! I am one of the world's most feared debaters on the planet. Yeah. Yeah, come on into the den, man. JJ doing it again. Tap in and tell a friend, man. This is one of the educational ass whoopings that I put on Black Lion Supreme, another Dagger Squad victim. I beat Garfield. Oh, come on, man. Hold up, man. Let me get my thing plugged up. It's about to die, man. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Unplug it. Shit. Yeah. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, man, it's an early morning edition of the Lions Den, brothers and sisters. The catalog is so deep, man. We can be some videos for the next 4 years. You hear me? 4 years of educational ass whoopings. That's right. Hold up, y'all. Let me plug it in. It's about to die. Yeah, this episode, man, I had to give Black Lion Supreme that work. You know what I'm saying? I had to do what I had to do. Like I said, I am one of the most feared debaters on the planet. What's up, Jay Snake the Great? What's up, my Aki? Go ahead and share this video, man. Hold on, let me get the banner going, man. Hold up. Let me see. Gotta get that ticker in. There we go. Subscribe to the Real Lions Den as well. This is JJ7K TV, early edition. You know what I'm saying? But before we get that into it, we gotta hit a little song for y'all. I like to hear it. Here it go. I like to hear it. Here it go. Yeah, man. See, man, these guys gonna be wanting me to show these episodes of these ass whoopings that 7,000 been putting on over the years, man. This is how I built my resume up. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's okay though, Black Lion. You tried. You know, now that you tried, you're running hot when you see the People's Champ step in the goddamn building. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. This episode of the Lions Den is brought to you by Common Sense. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a classic though, real quick, and then we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes. the meat and potatoes. I'm an Israelite boy. Let me know when you can see that J Great the Snake. And we having technical difficulties with the Real Lions Den TV, Real Lions Den JJ7K. We gonna work it out today though. I already highlighted technical team, so we'll be on that channel later on today. Later on tonight, Mudawa Mugabe will be coming on. The king of the great apes. Evolution, real, or is it just a fantasy, or is it just in their mind? That's what's going on today. That's right. Let me see what's going on. Hold up, y'all. Hope y'all having a blessed morning. Hope y'all happy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I never wake up upset. I'm always a happy type of fella. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Rocket with me? Hell no, I don't claim a religion. Cause that's something the Bible don't mention. Come on. I used to be all in the kitchen, water whipping, man, while they flipping chickens. Had to change up the way I was living. I'm set apart. That made me different. You know, a lot of people say, 18, I'm going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Really, if you really think about it, what I'm really doing is just turning back to my original culture. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I know now.
My history started as slaves. I'm not with that, man. I'm going back to how we was before slavery. And we set apart people, man. Shalom. Bahashim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. That's all I know now. Kal Yasharala, Rakatai. That's all I know now. I turn up for the Most High. That's all I know now. Rather die in this truth than to live in that lie. That's all I know now. Bahashim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. That's all I know now. Kal Yasharala, Rakatai. That's all I know now. I turn up for the Most High. That's all I know now. Rather die in this truth than to live in that lie. That's all I know now. 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 Bahashim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. That's all I know now. Kal Yasharala, Rakatai. That's all I know now. Was turning up every weekend, man, cause I ain't wanna turn down. Now I'm turned up in the Ruach. That's all I know now. Heavy fancy cars and bad chicks, man, that's not my concern now. Now I look for me a daughter of Zion. That's all I know now. Living way too fast, my mama prayed for me to slow down. Now I'm just cooling and reading my Bible. That's all I know now. Trying to keep the commandments, know who I am, and they can't stand it. Beat these haters right down to the canvas. That's all I know now. Rocket fringes, all my Hebrews rocking with me. Hell no, I don't claim a religion, cause that's something the Bible don't mention. Come on. I used to be all in the kitchen, water whipping, man, while they flipping chickens. Had to change up the way I was living. I'm set apart, that mean we different. Shalom. Bahashim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. That's all I know now. Kal Yasharala, Rakatai. That's all I know now. I turn up for the Most High. That's all I know now. Rather die in this truth than to live in that lie. That's all I know now. 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 Bahashim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. That's all I know now. Kal Yasharala, Rakatai. That's all I know now.
Yeah. That's all I know now. The dying this truth and then living that lie. Come on into the den, man. This is what I told Black Lion Supreme, man. This educational ass whooping up. Yeah. That's all I know now. Is giving our educational ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shout out to the dead, man. All new debaters, man. Y'all get 7,000 a call. 815-995-5746. You see what I'm saying? You could be one of the top debaters in the league. After JJ get a hold of you, give you a little bit of training and show you how to do what we do over here. Yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into this, man. I don't know why Black Lion Supreme even showed up for this debate, y'all. I mean, I don't even. The brother didn't even show up with a PowerPoint. I said, well, what is this? You really in some trouble, brother. You just coming with your pork chop eating lip? Come on, man. You can't do that when you get in the ring with 7,000. let's get to it, man. Let me show y'all what went down. And this see, like say, JJ only had like maybe 3 debates: Black Line Supreme, Pro Izzo one, Sebastian, and that's it. The rest of my debates be on the road. These are the only 3 debates I had in the Lions Den, bro. The rest of them, I'm a road warrior. You see, I go against all odds. When I step in the building, the champ is here. You hear me, ladies and gentlemen? The champ is here. Let's get to the meat and potatoes, man. I know y'all hungry for some of this knowledge. The appetizer is over. That's all I know now. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me see. Share screen. Black Line Supreme, I don't know why you showed up for this goddamn debate, man. Shit. Here we go. Here we go.
Judah.
So before European contact.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Before Europeans set foot in Africa, show us practicing the Torah.
Hold up, wait a minute, y'all. I think I got
before Europeans contact. Show us practicing. I can tell you that we were before Europeans came in there. We have battles.
Hold up. Yeah, man. Hold up. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, what's there? Here we go. All right. What's Kemetic doctrine versus Israelite doctrine? What is best for that? Let's get started. Shout out to Jeremiah, piece of the y'all, the first Lions Den champion. He went 14-0. I got a hold of him. The 7,000 got a hold of him. Hold up, man.
Hold up. I just went outside for a second and I looked. It ain't even showing. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. My bad. I'm telling you, man, JJ gonna get this technical thing going one of these days. All right. Let's see. Hold up. Let's try it again. My fault, y'all. Man, come on, man. Shit. Oh, wait.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. Hey, welcome to the Lions Den Source Debate League. It's about to go down today. I got a special guest in here to come into the den. He's been hanging around us for a little bit. This is Black Lion Supreme. He's a Kemetic brother that comes with a different perspective. But hey, I don't care where you're coming from. When you step in the ring with 7,000, I gotta get you.
That's right.
You know, I want to give a shout out real quick to Think Productions, Black Jesus Radio. You know what I'm saying? Y'all World 777, The Source. God dang it, MYMG, My Camp FOPE, and even sign that old ass. You know, so this is about to go down in the den today. We got a double hitter. And everybody, I want y'all to stay tuned because the main thing is to get out the information. You know, edify the body. That's what it's all about, y'all. And like I say, I'm JJ7000, the People's Champ, and I'm here to do my thing. With that being said, I yield the floor.
Yeah. All right, family. So I want to introduce our brother, right? Black Supreme. Talk to us, family.
Hotel Shalom family. Black Lion Supreme out of Oakland, California, co-founder of the Point Nation Black Lions Movement. I'm just here to give my perspective on what's best for the Black community. None but love and respect for my Hebrew brothers and sisters. And let's get it on, bro. This has been in the making for quite some time. I'm proud to be here, proud to represent my people. Shout out to the Dagger Squad. Shout out to the Now Valley Movement. Shout out to the Black Lions and shout out to all our brothers and sisters worldwide. Let's get it in.
All right. All right, family. So up first, we're going to have Judah 7000, right? We're going to have 3 10-minute rounds, right? And at the end of this, we're going to do a poll. It's also going to be a live poll that you brothers and sisters that are watching now will be able to interact, right? You'll be able to ask questions to these brothers concerning these things as we deal with the topic. All right. So up first, Judah 7000. You got 10 minutes. It is 4 to 8. Let's go, All
right. Like I said, man, you know, we've been having a few discussions with the Kemetics in the community. You know, some of them seem to think that they had the best solution for our people. So when I heard that 7,000 had to ask them a few questions, I'm like, man, okay, if this is why if you think that this is the best, then you're gonna have to step into the ring with me. Now, what I'm going to bring out here is some of the benefits that the Bible represent for us. You see, what are the commandments of Yeshua, Yahweh Shai, however you want to pronounce it? He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. That's John 14 and 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Keep the commandments of Yeshua, Yahweh Shai. You begin to recognize what they are and some of the benefits of reading the Bible. You see, when you meditate and pray, you ask Yahuwah to help you observe these words, apply them, and faithfully follow them throughout your lifetime. You see, one of the things that he teaches us is repentance. See, our Bible gives us different principles and things to go by, and repentance makes you a better person. So when you repent, it reveals a humble and honest heart. You know, the Most High wants you to be humble enough to acknowledge when you are in the wrong. When we come to him with honesty, go to Matthew 4 and 17. From the time Yeshua began to preach and to say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You see what I'm saying? We can go to, he also teaches us, you know, to honor your parents, your mama, your daddy, your grandma. You see what I'm saying? So if you go to Matthew 15, verse 4 and 5, you're right there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read that. But anyway, for Matthew 4 and 5, for Yahuwah commanded, saying, honor thy father and thy mother, and he that curses his mother or father, let him die the death. But ye say, whosoever shall say to his father or his mother, it is a gift, by whosoever thou mightest be profited by me. See, the benefit of our Bible is to go also to our offenders. You see what I'm saying? Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, come on, sir. Should trespass against thee, go and tell his fault between thee and him alone. You see what I'm saying? If he shall hear thee, that has gained thy brother. If he shall hear thee, that has gained thy brother. 16. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that is in mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. Every word may be established. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and a publication. That's Matthew 18, verse 15 through 17. All right, that's right. Now, see, some of the benefits of the Bible is also the Bible teaches us not to desire, not to converseness. You know what I'm saying? The Bible teaches us not to desire or crave possessions. You see what I'm saying? This is some of the benefits. It makes you a better person. See, if you as a people follow this command, it will be more unity and less jealousy. You see what I'm saying? Among our people. Because there's a lot of us who desire or crave another man's or woman's possession. Go to Luke 12 and 15, everybody. Pull your Bible out. And it said, unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness. For a man's life consists not in the abundance of the thing which he possesses. You see what I'm saying? See, if we apply that to our everyday life, a lot of us will be in better positions. You see what I'm saying? But how about this? The Bible teaches us not to hold grudges. See, let me tell you a little story, man. This happened in my neighborhood, I think 2 weeks ago. Young man ended up dead. You know why he ended up dead? Because he beat the brakes off his other brother 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And that brother couldn't accept the ass whooping as a gift. He had to come back and take another brother's life. But if he would have been applying these Bible principles to himself, 2 lives would have been saved. The other one wouldn't have been dead, the other one wouldn't have been in jail. You see what I'm saying? But the Bible teaches us not to hold grudges and to forgive offenders. You know, lots of times, like I say, we hold grudges for things that people have done to us. You know, like I say, if he would have followed the command in Matthew 18, 21 and 22, no life would have been taken and he would be sitting in prison. Go to Matthew 18, 21 and 22. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft should my brother sin against me and I forgive him? You know what he told him? What he said? Till 7 times. Yahushua said, unto him I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. You see what I'm saying? Now, the Bible also benefits us when it teaches us how to honor marriage. You see, I'm going through all the things that this Bible can benefit you and lead you in a good direction in life. Matthew 19, verse 4 through 6. And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? And said, for this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall become one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let no man put asunder. You see what I'm saying? It's teaching you that when you get with your wife, now you are one with this queen. And she is one with this king. And y'all work together as one unit. This is some of the benefits of the Bible. Okay? How can I use scripture to help tame my tongue? See, we got all kinds of things in this Bible Hey, all kind of principles and benefits in this Bible that you can apply in your everyday life. This is some of the benefits, right? We know the tongue is very dangerous, y'all. So how can I use a scripture to help me tame my tongue? The following scriptures, that piece of burning. The following scriptures will benefit us when it comes to using words. Memorizing and meditation on the scriptures and other can help you remember to speak with wisdom. And here we go. It can help you speak with wisdom. Proverbs 13:3. He that opens wide his lips shall have destruction. Proverbs 29:20. Seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope of a fool than of him. Proverbs 18:13. He that answered a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame unto him. Listen first before you run your mouth. Matthew 12:36. Every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So you're gonna be accountable for some of the things you say. So sometimes if you saying things out of line, come back and repent and apologize to people. This is what the Bible teaches me. Hold up. All right. Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of the mouth, by that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may edify and minister grace unto the heavens. Proverbs 17:28. This is talking about what can come out of your mouth. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lip is esteemed a man of understanding. You see that? The Bible teaches you all kind of things. Boy, I love the book. All right. Peter 3:10. For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil and his lips that they speak no guile. You see that black line supreme? Well, we got all kind of benefits in this Bible. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on home, black line. That's what I want you to do when I get done with this. Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turneth away wrath.
1 minute remaining.
The grievous words stir up anger. Proverbs 15:4. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach. All right. Proverbs 18:8 teaches us about gossip. So when you know this command, it can benefit you from standing a lot of hot gossip. The words of a talebearer are the wounds, and they go down into the innermost part of the belly. You see, our Bible teaches about respecting elders as well. You know what I'm saying? But I might have to say that for my second round. No, I'm going to read it real quick. That's respecting the elders. The Bible says that when you respect your elders, your days will be lengthened. That means longer. Leviticus 19:32. You should stand up before the gray head and honor that face of any old man, and you shall fear your Elohim. I am the Lord. One more. Ephesians 6:1-4. Children, do obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and your mother. This is the first commandment with the promise that I may go well with you, and that you may live long in the land. Father, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and institution of the Lord. With that being said, I'm going to close out. Shalom barakatah.
Yo. Yo. Great first round, man. Great first round. And this is what we're here for, family. We're here to get into the inner thinkings, the inner mind, the inner heart of our community. What is actually plaguing us? What is going on in the streets, in the slums, in the ghettos of America? What are some of the things that are plaguing us as a people? As the brothers brought out about the mouth and the tongue, the power of communication, right? As the brother brought out, respecting your parents, respecting your elders, holding these things as honorable. These are some of the points that the brother brought forth, man. And so I'm excited. I'm extremely excited to hear what the brother Black Lion Supreme is going to be bringing forth unto the community. Brother Black Lion Supreme, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get it going.
Floor is yours. The time is 4:40. Got 10 minutes.
All right. So, our good brother Jeremiah Judah just gave you guys a big out that comes from this Bible. The first question you have to ask him is, who produced this Bible? Are we talking about the Most High? Or are we talking about the
You see
European?
what I'm saying, brother? I just named a whole bunch of principles to adhere by, to abide by, and he worried about who wrote the Bible. What you mean who wrote it? These documents is originally written in Hebrew, my dear brother. You already lost.
That's the first thing. Who gave us these principles in the Bible? Do we have a manuscript from the Most High, or do we have copies handed to us by the Europeans, the very Europeans that threw our ancestors off of slave ships to the sharks? Is this where we're supposed to get our principles from? From these devils?
You have no proof at all that any European wrote the Hebrew manuscripts. What's wrong with this guy, man?
Who enslaved our ancestors and gave us this book? Or are we to look within ourselves?
Jean Champollion and Ewop's Budge wrote your Kemetic Book of the Dead, my dear brother. Translated your Metanetta. Come on, man.
I say we look within ourselves, because each and every one of us, including the
Kemetics, didn't teach about look to yourself. It's already over.
Including Jeremiah Judah, are the gods. We are the ones to lead our people into the next generation.
If you just look to yourself, then that means self, I. Then that means that everybody makes up their own rules. There's no principles to go by, because everybody is doeth thy will is the whole of the law. Come on, man.
We are the ones to give our people knowledge. Jeremiah Judah is giving his people knowledge right now. I'm about to give our people knowledge. So what's really best for our people? This book that was handed to us by Europeans, or the principles of our ancestors who they enslaved? I'm going with our ancestors. Ma'at, truth, balance, reciprocity, understanding. These are the principles that we live by. These are the principles that built the greatest civilization to ever be on the face of the earth. Not something that came from a Bible. It was something that came from our own people. We are the longest lasting civilization to ever be on this planet. Africa is our roots, not Israel. Africa that needs no other resources from the outside world, that needs no help from the outside world if left alone. It belongs to us. And here, in the middle of this, we have allowed the European to capitalize off of our land, to capitalize off of our materials, to run his countries based on our resources, while we wait for some sky god to come and do for us what we can do for ourselves. For 400 long years, we have been waiting for the benefits of worshiping this God. Yet our people are in last place as far as education. Our people are still making almost the same they made during slavery as a people. In 2020, we still are in last place. We still suffer from something that's called rats in a cage syndrome. That's when you put rats in a cage and limit the resources. They will destroy, rape, and murder each other.
And that's the cage that we are in as a people and have not came out yet. What does African philosophy teach us? It teaches us to be responsible for ourselves. The 42 Confessions of my Heart teaches us, I have not done this. I have not done that. I have not killed. I have not robbed from my brother. I have not robbed from my sister. Puts the responsibility on us and not some imaginary God figure that has none of us have ever seen, but we've seen our brothers and sisters. See, if Jeremiah Judah considers himself my brother, and I consider him my brother, he can come to me and say, brother, I need some help. Brother, can you loan me something? I'm hungry today. Brother, can you take me here? I don't have my car right now, but I need a ride. I'm coming. But is Yahweh coming if you do the same thing? No. It's a wish and a prayer that you hanging on. I'm dependable. Jeremiah's dependable. I could call him and he will be there. I can look into his eyes and see that he's a man. He can do the same thing with me. I can look into his eyes and see he's my brother. He can do the same thing with me. We can't do this with some outside force that we have never laid eyes on before in our lives. The key to our salvation is unity. The key to our prosperity is unity. Only we can take care of ourselves. Only we can save ourselves. The enemy is not some imaginary person with some horns on his head and a tail on his ass. Our enemy is looking us right in our face. It's called the white man. And the only way to defeat him is to defeat him at his own game, because he's not waiting for no God to do nothing for him. He's not waiting for a God to give him this planet, to rule over us, to keep his foot on our neck. No God is helping him do this. He has devised a plan and a strategy to do for himself and his people. This is what we must do. And how do we do this? By learning from our ancestors who did it long before they did. They are just copying off of our principles and our way of life to dominate over us. Why is it that they will hand you a Bible even in jail? You can get a Bible, but you can't get the pyramid text. Why is it that they will open up churches for you even during the pandemic, but they won't open up a library so that you can go and learn about your history? Why is it that they are openly giving you access to this God, but they won't openly give you access to your own ancestors and your own philosophy and your own techniques of living in this world? It's because that what they hide from you is more powerful than what they give you. And for too long, we have been going by what they give us and not going by what is ours. So we as a people must start to focus on ourselves, doing for ourselves, and coming together as a people so that we don't have to worry about the Most High or any other entity doing for us. Even the Bible says to do for yourself. Yet we are waiting, anticipating something that we've been sitting here waiting for 400 years. It's now 2020 and nothing has changed. We're still in the same condition. We're still in the same condition that we were in when we first got here, under the white man's whip, under his foot. So my thing is, let's follow our own destiny. Let's follow our own principles and see how that works. For 400 years, we tried it your way. We've tried and tried and tried, and we waited and waited and waited, and our people are suffering. Our people are dying. It's a pandemic going on right now, and the most people that are suffering the worst is Black people. Where is Yahweh? Where is Yahweh? Why isn't he interceded? Why doesn't he come and save us from this? Why is it that he steady keeps letting the white man dominate over us? Why is that? He has us hating our own roots, and we're too blind to see it because we're waiting for a miracle that hasn't happened in 2,000 years. 2,000 years we've been waiting on this miracle, and we have not seen it yet. What African philosophy teaches us is self-knowledge, which is one of the most important things on this planet our people can learn. Until we learn self-knowledge as a people, we will never rise to the top and never rise to the glory we once were in. We are the ones who dominated this earth, not the European. But it's the black man and the black woman who dominated this planet. And we must understand to treat our women as equals, not as something below us. They have a place right by our side, not behind our backs. We have to eliminate that European mindset and come into an African mindset that teaches us to put self first over all. Is that all my time?
You got yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. All right, family. Powerful information. The brother has some serious questions. He has some serious questions concerning the condition, right? He has some serious questions concerning the condition. Brother brought out some points about the importance of us as a people gravitating to something that is ours, something that gives us a greater connection to our ancestors. I agree with it. I agree with the brother. He also said the white man is the devil. And you know, I agree with that. Okay. And so these things are valid points. The brother has some concerns. Been 2,000 years, we ain't seen no miracle, Jeremiah. All right. Okay. So the brother had some points that he was bringing up, and I'm excited to hear 7,000 second round. Brother, are you ready?
Yeah. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Get my PowerPoint going, brother. Hey, get 7,000 PowerPoint out, man. Because this guy, he playing around. You see what I'm saying? He talking about why this and why that, right? Why? Let's depend on self. What depending on self done for us? None of these people who depend on self, have united together to get us out of this condition. Where was the Africans over there? When we come into slavery, did they send us any ships, any boats to come and try to save our people? Did they? I think not. Because everybody is, according to him, they're all for self. Self, key word of self is selfish, meaning just to do for self. They're not looking into a higher power to help them. You see what I'm saying? But also what he said, he said, I want to let you know that Israel is in Northeast Africa. And he never went into any of the laws of Ma'at. He went into a few. But let's get to, you got point out, family?
Yeah.
Go to number 11 for me, please, with Dr. Ben. Let's get Dr. Ben up here, everybody, because this is some of his teachers. So they want to run around and teach us. They want to run around and teach that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was not real. But this is coming from even some of their own master teachers' mouth. You know, several of you buffoons are lying and using Dr. Joseph, Orlando, Antonio, Ben Jockinum, a good name to do it. Dr. Ben never said that there was not a historical Abraham, Moses, or Yeshua. So stop using Dr. Ben's name to spread half-truths. Dr. Ben wrote in several of his books and said clearly in dozens of his lectures that the figures and characters in the biblical text were and are historical people. You see, Dr. Ben has provided us with numerous publications which dispel the lies and pervade the telling of his story. This work, along with the black man of the Nile and his family, we the black Jews in Africa, mother of civilization, is a must read. You see what I'm saying? But let's I just want to throw that out there. Let's go to some of the historical figures who have helped us, who was inspired by this Bible to help us get out of some of our conditions. Because you ain't gonna find nobody who use a Kemetic, Ma'at, the book of the dead, the book of the coffin, or the day of coming forth by day. None of your historical leaders has ever used any of this information to help us out. So let's go to some of the slides here, man. He want to play around. I want to see who he gonna bring to the table that use any of this information that he's talking about. Hold up. Go to the one where it got Marcus Garvey there, my dear brother. It said Bible believers who contributed to the civil rights movement. You see what I'm saying? We got Harriet Tubman, we got Marcus Garvey, we got Rosa Parks, we got Frederick Douglass. All of them were inspired and used the Bible to help them and guide them in a spiritual path and in a path to lead our people to greatness. Harriet Tubman, I never met any person of any color who was more confident in the voice of God. Thomas Garrett on Harriet Tubman. You see what I'm saying? So let's get into some of these people. Let's start with Marcus Garvey, everybody, shall we? Let's go. Marcus Garvey. So this is just some of the benefits that they got from using the Bible, because they inspired a revolution, a movement. You ain't saying nobody using no dead. Come on, man, stop playing. God, this is what Marcus Garvey said. God and nature first made us what we are. And then out of our own created genius, we make ourselves what we want to be. See, follow always that great law. Let the sky and God be our limit and eternity of measurement. He don't say let ourselves. He puts God first. I believe in God. This is what he said. I believe in God, the Father, God, the Son, God, the Holy Spirit. I ain't saying him say nothing about no horse, Seth, or Haru, or none of that. I endorse the Nicene Creed. This is what the Honorable Marcus Garvey said. I believe that Jesus died for me, Yeshua, if you want to say it in the ancient language. I believe that God, Yahweh, lives for me as for all men, and no condition you can impose upon me by deceiving me about Christianity. His whole movement was the foundation of the Marcus Garvey movement was based off the Bible and Christianity, and he had black Jews in there with the movement. What caused me to doubt that Yeshua, Yahweh Christ, Hamashiach, and to doubt and to doubt God. I should never hold Christ responsible for the commercialization of Christianity by the heartless men who adopted it as the easiest means of fooling and robbing other people out of the land and their country. So a few people might got a hold of this book and misrepresented it. But we know the nature of this book was meant for good. Let's go to the next slide. Go to the next one, my dear brother. Please do. Please do. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, I say your side, it's Mosiah, my fault, was born in Jamaica August 18, 1887, an immigrant of America, where he founded the world's largest grassroots organization, networks of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Community Leagues, UNIA, ACL. This organization was founded June 15, 1914, not only by Garvey, but with the help of the Black Jews leader from Harlem, who composed the construction, and him as the Black Christian woman. I did not know that one of my heroes was a devout Christian. And the inspiration of the Black Christians, Black Jews, other Abrahamites such as the Black Muslims, not no hoteps, and for the founding of the Rastafarian religion. Marcus Garvey was a serious Christian. He believed the Bible, and his faith motivated him. But he understood that the UNIA had to be insurmountable and interface in order to provide all African people, our African-American people, regardless of faith, tradition, and venue, for organized liberation. In recognition of needing a Black-led interfaith movement, Garvey called on his Black Jew friends, everybody, at the Commandment Keepers Synagogue in Harlem. He didn't call on King Shamaraba, any of them types. He didn't call on none of them Kemetics. He first started his movement with, say what?
Hey, there he is. Back up. Yeah, you had dropped off for a second. Go ahead.
Do with that, man. Look, come on, man. Look, let him drop out. I'm knocking him out right now. The Commandment Keepers, Synagogue of Harlem, our nation's first and largest. He went and called a friend, everybody, because it's getting hot up in here. to help him lead the UNIA. So what he did, the Black Jews and Hebrews have taken more of a visible role in the Black Lives Matter movement and in life. This is very important to know the essential role of Black Jews playing the leadership of the UNIA. Let's go to the next one, my dear brother. You see what I'm saying? Go to the next slide. Marcus Garvey continues. Rabbi Arnold Ford became the musical director of the UNIA choir. Samuel Valentine was the president, and Nancy Parrish is lead singer. These three Black Jews became the core of an active group of Black Jews within the UNIA who studied Hebrew, religion, and history, and held service at Liberty Hall, the headquarters of UNIA. As a paid officer, Rabbi Ford, and he was then called, was responsible for organizing music and Garvey's highly attractive ceremonies. Ford and Benjamin E. Burrell composed a song called Ethiopia. But we got Black Jews over there too. The lyrics were spoke of a glorious past before slavery. See, they were teaching some of the history before slavery and stressed the pride in their African heritage. Like I say, I relate to my people over that we left from the door of no return. I know we got people over there. I know we got Shem over there. You dig? The lyrics in which spoke of a glorious past before slavery. And efforts in the movement placed in the category of George Alexander McGuire, chaplain general of the UNIA. Let's go to the one they call Harriet Tubman. They call her Moses. They called her Moses, everybody. Can we go to the next one, please? You got her up there? You got her up there? Out? Okay. Harriet Tubman. That's what she did. Tubman Christian faith tied all of these remarkable achievements together. She grew up during the Second Great Awakening, which was a Protestant religious revival in the United States. Preachers took the gospel of the evangelical Christianity from place to place, and church memberships floored. Christians at the time believed that they needed to reform America in order to usher in Christ's second coming. Where's these Hotep brothers that want to usher in Osiris' second coming or something like that? I don't see it. They wasn't even in part of the movement, man. You ain't hear none of that. Okay? Well, hold on. Let me go into a little bit of a detail with her. Can you push the button where it says faith? If not, wait a minute. I want to play a video. Never mind. It's not gonna. Okay, never mind. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's go to Rosa Parks. So my time is limited. We're gonna skip that. All right, Rosa Parks, everybody. Here go another sister that was inspired by the Bible. You see, Parks attributes her faith for giving her courage to refuse to give up her seat. Parks described her as a staunch, active Christian, holy woman. That's right. She was devoted to her faith. Her faith is what made her say, "Nah, I ain't getting up." She didn't read no book of the dead to inspire her. She gave her credit to the Bible. See, this Bible benefits a lot of our people. I'm not hearing no benefits out of this book of the dead. None of that. Okay, I instantly felt God give me strength to endure whatever would happen next, she recounted. She said her God, peace, flooded my soul and my fear melted away. You see that? She ain't saying nothing about no ISIS, no Hotep, nothing. All people was equal in the eyes of God. And I was going to live a free person. That's right, born Rosa Louise Macaulay, her grandparents installed Christian values in her at a young age. You hear me? At a young age. You did? Every day before supper, before she went to service on Sunday, my grandma would read the Bible to me. See, this Bible been instilled with these principles and these benefits in all our people. Even Black Lion Supreme, I'm sure so before he found what his path, I guarantee you there's people in his family that was reading these principles and benefits to him as a kid. You see, prayer in the Bible became a part of my everyday thoughts and beliefs. The faith that her grandparents taught her as a little girl gave her the strength and ungirded her activism as an adult. You see what I'm saying, everybody? This is what this Bible can do for you. Now, let's get to old Frederick Douglass, everybody. Yeah, there's a side of Frederick Douglass that's not been often remembered or celebrated. His radical Christian faith. We had some radical Christians, the deacons of defense. We had people like that. You see, but the radical Christian phrase, Douglas was a kind of a prophet crying in the wilderness of Christian slaveholding America. It's no coincidence that in most famous speeches of his life, you got to move the screen, family. Are you on? Okay. Of his life, what the slave is the 4th of July. Douglas quoted the prophet Isaiah. See, all of these leaders that had the bravery and the courage to stand out amongst their people to lead us was inspired by a biblical book. Okay? Whether he want to say the white man changing all that, there's principles and guidelines and benefits in this Bible that you can adhere to. Because guarantee you, all the books that he read was not written by blacks. Douglas, the prophet Isaiah, and linked, he aspired to speak to America as biblical prophets once spoke to their people. He didn't say as Haru spoke to his people, or Seth, or Horus. No, he said the biblical prophets. You see? They don't even have no prophets over there in Kemetic. Who are they prophets? Name 5 of them, I dare you. With words of warning and to rebuke, grace and hope. The Old Testament scholar Walter Brunsman has written that ancient Hebrew prophets, y'all hear that? Ancient Hebrew prophets nurture, nourish, and evoke a consciousness and perception alternative to the consciousness and perception of the dominant culture. They offer an alternative perception of reality, one that allows people to see their own history in the lights of Yahweh's freedom and his will and justice. Let's keep it moving. I want to see some Hotep inspiration from any of these leaders. From any of these leaders. You hear me? I want to see some Hotep leading the way. He's not going to show you this. I tell you, he's not going to show you this. But with that being said, 7,000 is now. You know what? Douglas would settle in New Bedford, Massachusetts, hoping to earn a fair wage. There's a little history on him. But we ain't got to do this. I only got 1 minute. Who we got next? Oh, okay. All right. But like I said, I want him to show us any of these black leaders that was in front of the movement talking about Hotep Peru. You see? And all these early movements, you see Hebrew Israelites involved. You see Jews. You see that? Marcus Garvey's whole thing was based off the Bible and Christianity. Then he had the black Jews. They went to the black Jews. You see what I'm saying? So Christians and Jews, we need to work together more. With that being said, I yield my little 10 seconds.
All right. All right, family. All right. All right, so the brother brought forth some great and excellent points concerning some of the powerful leaders and the instruments that were being used, which was the Bible, right, to fuel the movement, right, to fuel the movement. Also to bring forth certain concepts and principles that would allow us to be, that would treat one another better, right, which are stemming from some of the Abrahamic faiths. So I'm excited to hear our brother, second round, right? So we're at the bottom of the second. So I'm excited to hear what our brother's going to be bringing forth. Black Lion, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's go out.
All right. So first he wants to take you back 2,000 years to a people who didn't even know the sun was in outer space and not the sky. Now he wants to take you to another late time when all our people had was the Bible. They didn't have access to the information of Kemetic. They didn't have the information that we have today. See, this is what these people who's hung up all into the Bible do. They take you way back. But guess what, Jeremiah Judah? It's 2020. How's that working for us now, bruh? How's that working? Our people are still in last place. We only own 2.7% of the wealth in America, and you're talking about something that happened eons ago. I'm talking about present day, right damn now, and the condition our people are in. We are dying in the damn streets, waiting on your God to come save us. So don't tell me about this old time religion stuff you want to bring up. Let's focus on what's going on with our people right now. Because Harriet Tubman a great sister, Marcus Garvey, one of the greatest of all time. They used what they had to get what they wanted, period. And all they had was the Bible. First of all, Marcus Garvey was a Catholic. So I know you're not using that as a some type of pinpoint that you're trying to make. He was a Catholic. He was not a Hebrew Israelite. Neither was Harriet Tubman. These were not Hebrew Israelites. These were people that was told on the plantation that in order for them to get into heaven, they had to be the slave of a white man. That's what they were told. They wasn't even given a full Bible like you have today. They was given something called the slave Bible. So this is without the story of Moses in it. And other key stories of rebellion they took out. Why did they take those stories of rebellion out? Because they wanted to keep us subservient to their rules and regulations. What does African principles teach you? To kill your enemies, to do away with your enemies, to not let anyone step on your neck. Your name your very name is supposed to strike fear in your enemies. When they call your name, it's supposed to strike fear in them. So we damn sure wasn't waiting on nobody to do for us. We will fight and do for ourselves. We don't wait on sky daddies and people promoting another race religion to do for us. So those people that you're talking about use what they had, because the people that were they was trying to turn over were involved in the Bible, was lost in the Bible, the way we are lost now. The majority of our people are Christians. They're not Hebrews. They're not Israelites. They go to church. They don't go to temples. That's just a fact. The majority of them. So in this position that we have been in for 400 years is not working. It's not working. So it's time to do something different. It's time for a change. It's time to rise up into something else that can uplift our people. Otherwise, we'll go another 400 years in the same position that we're in now. That's the key to this. Not repeating the same mistakes that we have been repeating for 400 years. You claim that the white man's the enemy. You claim that he's the devil. Yet you are living philosophy from a book he handed you on a damn plantation. A plantation where our people was enslaved, in sex plantations, where they were raping our little boys and our little girls, where they was hanging us, cutting off our penises, whipping us to death, burning us alive. These are the people who handed you that Bible, Jeremiah, Judah. So how in the hell do you expect us to rise from this, and we haven't done so in 400 years? Why haven't we done it in 400 years? Because the information comes from our enemy. We have to go back to our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, Sinet, brother, sister, which you get from my aunts. These people called themselves brothers and sisters, and they were not related the same way we do today. These people stood against homosexuality the same way we do today as a race of people. We're the last people on the planet who stands up. The majority of us stands up against homosexuality. That don't come from your Bible. That don't come from the white Jews of Israel. That don't come from 2,000 years ago, where you can't show one black face in Israel. You can't show one black person in Israel or anywhere in Africa practicing the Torah before European contact whatsoever. Yet you keep pushing this on us like it's our philosophy, like it's our God concept. It's not. It belongs to them. It was created by them. It benefits them. Who is benefiting the most off of your religion, Jeremiah, Judah? Is it black people or is it white people? That tells it all right there. If we're not ruling this place based on what you're saying, then it's not for us. Who says black people should not be in charge? Who says black people shouldn't be ruling their own destiny? You're telling us that because you're keeping us locked down by the Most High. That's exactly what they want you to do. That's exactly the reason why they gave you the Bible in the damn first place. They will never, and I mean never, give us anything to uplift our people. We are just now coming into consciousness. Sometime in the early 80s to now, we have been working on this, but we have had resistance from people like you. That's why it's not working. That's why we can't rise. We have resistance from people like you trying to keep us waiting for Yahweh or Jesus, who never walked this earth. You have no evidence whatsoever that they did, and you have zero evidence whatsoever that they were black. Whatsoever. So you're keeping us locked in this box. And that is why it's not working. Of course, they didn't say nothing about Haru, because Haru never said nothing about coming to save you. Ra never said nothing about coming to save you. Ra tells you to save your damn self. Why are we so lazy that we can't understand that? Have they knocked the fight out of us? Really? Really? What if Marcus Garvey wasn't a Christian? What if Harriet Tubman wasn't a Christian? You think they would have went north? No, she would have let her people the hell away from these Pecker Woods. Far away from these Pecker Woods. That's the main goal of Marcus Garvey, was to take us back to the motherland, not stay here with these devils. He used what he had to use because the majority of our people are lost like you in that bullshit. It's as simple and plain as that. He didn't use it so much that he believed in it. Neither did she. But they knew that the majority of our people was caught up in it the same way Nat Turner knew, who was a Khan. His mother is a Khan. His mother is an African woman. His father is African, a Khan, not Israelites. You can't find one black Israelite before the Jim Crow era. You can't find one black person in one tomb that says Israelite on it before European contact, period. You can't verify not one patriarchal figure from the Bible, not Abraham, not Moses, not none of them that you can verify. You can't tell us where they're buried. You can't tell us their history outside of the Bible. You can't find any kind of evidence whatsoever that they ever walked this earth. Yet you still want us to be lost in this stuff that's got us nowhere. I'm looking, you say Ma'at hasn't done anything for us. What has your Bible principles done for us, Jeremiah, Judah? We got the more black people in jail than anybody on the face of the earth. We got more people in poverty than anybody on the face of the earth. And you're still sitting up here preaching like some old house nigga from a plantation standing on a soapbox for the Peckerwood. Because that's what they did. It's the same stuff that's going on today. We have to get back to our own principles. Our principles that told us that no one is better than us. That no one has the right to rule over us. That we can do for ourselves. And we need no assistance from nobody. We don't need reparations from the Peckerwood. We make more money together as a people than most nations, than a lot of nations do. We're the 14th richest nation on earth are ourselves. And we're sitting up here still waiting for a handout from these packs. No. And the reason why we are is because of your biblical principles. The reason why we don't stretch these necks of these pecks is because we're worried about we might go to hell, like the Peckerwood has told us, like you are telling our people. That's why we don't fight back. That's why Harriet didn't go full blast. That's why Marcus Garvey didn't go full blast. That's why many of our leaders of those times didn't go full blast, because they worried about if we do what we're supposed to do to these devils, we might end up in hell.
1 minute remaining.
Damn all of that. We create our own heaven, and we create a hell for our enemies, because that's exactly what they do for us. They have created a hell for us, and we are afraid that we're going to another one, so we don't want to fight the way we're supposed to fight. You put us in anything created by the Peckerwood, we dominate. Put us in football, they created football, we dominate. Put us in basketball, we put us in basketball, we dominate. They created it, we dominate. You put us You give us our principles, our own shit, and we will dominate. It will surpass their Bible. It will surpass their principles. It will rise above them because that's what we are. We are people that rise above, but we have to stick to our own concepts. Once they get us to playing their game that they're master of, we will always fail. We will always be short.
Yo. All right, man. So for you brothers, I want to make this clear that it's very important that we stay on topic. Topic is what is best for the Black community, right? That's the topic. And you know, as far as us bashing each other's beliefs,
I got it, Jeremiah. Don't worry about it.
That we stay on topic so we can actually create or speak about certain remedies that's going to actually help the Black community. All right. Yeah. So we're entering into the final round. This is the final round, family. So you know, I hope you brothers are getting ready to go in and understand fully that this will be your last opportunity to solidify your stand, right? And quantify your stand, right? So let's get it in. 7,000. Are you ready?
For sure.
All right. The time is 5:20. You got 10 minutes. Let's go.
All right, man. Now, as y'all can see, bro, this brother didn't give. I took a few notes. He's way off topic. Not one benefit of this Kemetic doctrine did he bring to it. All he did was cry about the Bible. He want to blame us. Come on, talking about the 400 years. And this is all the information that we have. That's an excuse, because I can at least say from about the year 1990 to 2020, right now, Kemetics have had all kind of opportunities to get on the internet, to find information, to lead our people. But you don't see none of them on the corners. You don't see none of them teaching nothing, bro. All they do is sit back and complain. These same Kemetics that we see in our community, you know what I'm saying, the Black conscious community, you know what they teach? They teach to go out and vote for the white man. The same platform that this brother is on every day, they want us to go out and vote for these white men. They want us to go take their vaccinations. When it comes time to say, let's separate from them, they said, no, we cannot. These brothers don't want to get from up under the wing of the white man because they never was in front of the movement from the gate. You see what I'm saying? I'm sick of that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then please, talking about y'all speak against us. Y'all speak against homosexual. That's a goddamn lie. Because in 2020, they got this guy called King Shamarabba. Can y'all see him on the camera, please? Hold on. Let me show you something. Let me show you what believing in self and not a creator can do for you. This is what self will lead to. Here he is, right here, the king of the Kemetics. This guy right here. Can y'all see him? Yeah, y'all see him? He's the king of the Kemetic. They have these gay, metaphysical, Kemetic temples all over the United States. 2 in Atlanta. They had 2 in Atlanta. They were doing so good in Atlanta. I heard that it was smelling so much like burnt rubber and booty in them temples. They had to open up 2. That's how bad it got over there. You see what I'm saying? And he gonna talk about we speak against homosexuality. Bro, that's been in your history from the gate. This is why we don't fool with Kemetic doctrine. You see what I'm saying? But let's get back to some of the benefits since he wants. I ain't gonna keep throwing shots, but like I said, they do not. They want to vote for the white man. These Kemetics. They want us to take their vaccinations. And in 2020, they got these gay Kemetic temples all over the United States. 2 in Atlanta. Now let's get back to some of the benefits of the Bible. I ain't got time to be throwing shots. I'm trying to bring out solutions. What we do, what our Bible teaches. All right. Now, as we can see, 1 Timothy 5, it teaches you how to respect your elders. You see, we got dietary laws, how to eat. You know, our Bible teaches about the 7 deadly sins, you know, gluttony, greed, envy, jealousy. It teaches about that. He has not brought not one benefit of this Kemetic doctrine to the table. All he has done is brought me some goddamn Kleenex and tears, crying about the past, crying about the Bible. When you gonna bring some solutions? When you gonna bring some edification of what your doctrine teach? 1 Timothy 5:1. Do not rebuke an older man, but encourage him as you would a father, younger man as brothers. Another one of the benefits to the Bible, it teaches you to be true to the word. Do all you can to fulfill your promise and carry out your commitments, whatever the cost. After all, a person's name is as good as his word. You see the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that we have in our book? He ain't came to the table and brought nothing. All he said, he brought crocodile tears to this debate. And speaking of crocodile tears, the ancient Kemetics used to flip over crocodiles and have sex with them. That's just a little sidebar. But anyway, let's get back to it. All right. You can do it, fulfill the commitments, and all right. God warns us to choose our words carefully so that we can keep the promises we make. We are to be swift to hear, but slow to speak. All right? That's James 1, verse 19. When you gonna bring us some of this ma'at and some of the give us some scriptures of the ma'at, whatever y'all got, whatever y'all call it. We need numbers, we need verses, we need something. I forgot. It's just self. Everything is self. I am self. I do what I want. Do as thou will is the whole of our law. Like I say, the key word of self can be selfish, which means you cannot unite being selfish. Let's keep it moving, man. Ecclesiastes 5:2. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore, let these thy words be few. Okay, another benefit. See, I got the benefits and the principles. It teaches us that the principle behind what you should do when you borrow money. You see what I'm saying? You should. Scripture reveal that the bad name you earn is when you fail to return what was borrowed to you. Psalms 37:21. Have you borrowed items that have not been returned? Do you need to reimburse anyone for items that have not been returned? Psalms 37:21 says the wicked borrows and pay not again. But the righteous shows mercy and gifts. See, this was some of y'all. If you know better, you do better. See, when I read verses like this, I know if I'm gonna borrow something from somebody, it's the Most High is watching. He wants you to give it back. Be an honest man. You see, other benefits of the Bible is teaching us of just business practices. It teaches us how to do business practices, everybody. You see, the Most High sees every business transaction we make, and throughout Scripture, He calls us to be honest and just. Black Line Supreme, where's your Kemetic principles? All this I hear from you is us, me, no, not us, me, self, me, where's this self doctrine leading you? When is this self doctrine gonna unify us? It's not, because like I say, in self, they're selfish. Leviticus 19:35 and 36. Now, hold on. The teaching of just business practice. The Most High sees every business transaction we make, and throughout Scripture, He called us to be honest and just. I love that. Leviticus 19:35, 36. Ye shall do no unrighteous in the judgment, in merch yard, in weight, or in measure. Just balance, just weights, a just ephah, and a just hin shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, your Elohim. In biblical time, merchants made this honest profit, y'all, by using two sets of weights. One set for buying and another for selling. But see, the Most High seen this, so He put this in our scripts. The weight for buying were heavier than the weight for selling. So the merchants got more than he paid for and delivered less than his customers purchased. In the Bible, Yahweh repeatedly rebukes this practice. You see? Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is abomination. It's abomination to the Lord. But a just weight is His delight. You see what I'm saying? This guy, he ain't brought nothing to the table, y'all, but he ain't brought nothing to the table but his pork chop eating lip. That's what he did. That's all I've seen so far. I love you as a brother, but I gotta bring it out. No, let me get some more up in here, man. I'm tired of playing with guys. You want to talk about you don't want you definitely don't want me to get into some of the stuff they used to do. You don't want to get in a slug match like that. I know you don't. So I suggest we just keep it civilized. All right. The wisdom that you need, everybody. See, our books teach us wisdom, knowledge, understanding, how to eat. You don't eat pork. You don't eat shrimp. You don't eat shellfish. It teaches us, the proper things to eat and to be healthy with it. Because they talking about the laws done away with. You can eat pork. That's a damn lie. He told you that for a reason. Pork would kill us. High blood pressure. Trust in Yahuwah. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And do not lean on your own understanding, Black Lion Supreme. This is what our book teach. You teaching we got to do it everything for self. But that's a lie, because guess what? The ancient Africans went to the ancestors for advice. Why do you think they're putting up shrines and pouring out libations? Huh? You think they're just doing it for play? I think not. Okay. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make straight your path, Black Lion. Come on back home. That's what I'm trying to do. All this atheism stuff, it was created by Charles Darwin, a white man. Okay? Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. That's what that was. Now, let's go to Isaiah 40 and 31. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with wings and not be weary. Woo! That's fire, ain't it, Black Lion? I know you feel it over there. They shall walk and not faint. See, trusting in Yahuwah is the heart. See, biblical principles. The Bible is the final authority for all things and the means by which Elohim Yahweh provides principles for living in a way that protects from harm. You see? Yahweh's word is to our spirit what blood is to our body. Let me say that again. Yahweh's word is to our spirit what blood is to your body. You see, Black Lion Supreme, when you going to bring something to the table about I don't even know what he believes, everybody. Is he Kemetic? Is he West African? What principles are you bringing in? What laws? What dietary law? How to deal with business? He ain't bringing nothing. How to treat your elders? He hasn't brought that. This debate already over. Already won the first 2 rounds. This is for play right here, this 3rd round. I can relax. Okay? So scripture renews us and sustains us. For the word of Yahweh is alive and active, sharper than a double-edged sword, Black Lion Supreme. It penetrates, even dividing soul and spirit. It judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart. Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of Yahuwah is quick and powerful, and sharper than any 2-edged sword, piercing even the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and of the joints and the marrow, and of the and is a descender of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. See? Now, the Most High warns us of sin. Psalms 19:11. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them, this is a great reward. I do heed the warning of Scripture, or do I have to learn the hard way? Do it. The Most High stirs up faith for the salvation, so that then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh. You see what I'm saying, everybody? This guy has lost the debate. I don't know why he stepped in the ring with 7,000, but I got more for you. Yeah, I don't know what you thought it was going to be when you came in here. I don't know what you thought. Hold up. All right. The word of Yahweh creates and sustains life. Yeshua said, I came that thee may have life and have it abundantly. John 10 and 10. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. You see, with all these gay triples y'all got in the Kemetic lifestyle, you're not going to live long. Because all that is creating disease and HIV. You're going to fall over sooner or later. Keep that in mind. Ain't none of these Kemetics, the ones that say they're not involved with these gay Kemetic temples, they got more members than Jabari, Shaka, all of them put together. Why ain't y'all out there protesting against this? Huh? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I just a question I want to throw up. The thief that comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. I came and they may have life and have it abundantly. The word of Yahweh leads us to freedom. Yahweh Shai or Yeshua, however you want to pronounce it, said, you will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. John 8:32. See, the truth. The Bible teaches us to live by the truth. The truth of God's word works freedom in many ways and brings joy in all of them. But Yeshua signals us to focus on verse 34. John 8:34, everybody. Truly, truly, I say to you, everyone who commits sin is a slave to sin. What do your principles and doctrine of this Kemetic mind, what did it talk about? You haven't brought none of that to the table. Like I said, you lost.
1 minute remaining.
The freedom has in mind here is freedom for everlasting, destructive, effective sin. The truth sets us free from this. So Yahweh Shai turns this truth into a prayer. John 17:17. Sanctify them in the truth. Your word is truth. Sanctify means make holy or free from sin. The guilt of sin will bring down the wrath of God. The wrath on us. If the truth of the gospel did not set us free from condemnation through the blood and righteousness of Yeshua. The word of Yeshua, Yahweh, gives hope in more ways than we can imagine. The word Yahweh gives us strength, our hope. We can get a glimpse of how many ways the Bible gives when we hear Paul's astonishing assessment of the Old Testament. Whatever has written in former days was written for the instruction that through endurance and through the encouragement of the scripture, we might have hope. Romans 15:4. No, just part of not just part of the Old Testament, but all of it. Whatever is written in the former days was written with the divine design to give us hope. One thing this teaches us is that we have not begun to know all the ways it is possible to get hope. Here's the last sentence. I'm going to turn it over. We have a very small experience in life compared to Yahweh's wisdom. With that being said, 7,000 chimes out.
Yo. Y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, man. So things that can help impact our community, right? The mindset of our people, the conduct of our people, right? Certain discipline or lack thereof. We have a lot of concerning issues in the so-called Black community. Would you agree to that, Black Lion Supreme?
Yes, indeed.
All right, so this is your last and final round. Well, for those that are watching, get your questions ready. If you have any questions, we'll open up the questions for 5 or 10 minutes. So go ahead and start posting your questions now. Black Lion Supreme, your final round. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
No, the time is 5:37.
Once again, this brother has went off of what the host asked, and that's for us to stick to the topic. He would rather take shots at Kemet and try to take little pot shots at me rather than give a solution. He's going to stay in a book that was for another people at another time and has nothing to do with Black people. As you see, we could never produce just one Black person who was calling themselves an Israelite during biblical times or before European contact. He stays away from that. He only addressed after European invasion when we started dealing with this book. But I'm not going to go in on him because he lost, and this is what he does. He has a pattern of this. He did it with Black Jesus Ministries. He did it with Jabari, And now he's doing it again, patting himself on the back as if he won something when he clearly got destroyed. So this is the solutions that we must use in order to get out of this mess that I have already touched on. Self-knowledge. We have to begin there first, because if we don't have knowledge of self, how can we progress as a people? We can't. We have to get out of this mindset that this philosophy handed to us by the enemy himself is going to benefit us when it hasn't benefited us in 400 years. Now let's touch on some things that we have got as a society from Kemetic, which is medical practices. We've got mathematics out of Kemetic. We've got science out of Kemetic that the European himself uses today. What have we got from Israel? What have they produced outside of wine, olive oil, and tents? He talks about pork, but Lord, Israel was full of pig remains. You needed a God to tell you not to eat pork. You needed a God to tell you not to be homosexual. Homosexuality ran rampant in the Holy Temple of Jerusalem. You had male prostitutes there. He won't say nothing about that, knowing damn well that's not an African principle or a black principle. That is a European, Greek, Jew principle. So the solutions is to know ourselves so we don't fall into that same trap as the European. The solution is to work together as a people like other races of people do. That's why they prosper. How in the hell can the Jews have their own police department and we don't have no protection for our women and children of our own ourselves? If the Most High is so great and the biblical principles are so honorable, why don't we have these things? Why? Because we're waiting for these things to be given to us by some sky daddy instead of creating them for ourselves. I said ourselves, we, not me as an individual. I don't speak in those terms and have not done so today. I'm talking about us as a people, a full whole people, not individuals, but a people. These are the principles we have to adopt and take on for ourselves in order for us to do better as a people. We can't keep ridiculing our women, putting them on the back burner, telling them to walk behind us when they should be walking beside us, when they should be giving us ideas also on how to rise as a people. You're cutting them off with this patriarchal bullshit that you're running on them that you got from your white master. We have to be our own masters, masters of our own destiny, masters of our own truth, masters of our own history. It's up to you, Jeremiah, Judah. It's up to you, my brothers and my sisters, to rise up and lead our people into greatness. We cannot wait for something else to do so. The responsibility is ours. Not the white man, not the ghost man that you're waiting for to fall out the sky. It's ours. Us as a people, us as a civilization. Not anything else that this man is talking about coming from a damn book that we didn't even create and don't know who did.
Hey, Black Lion Supreme, let's try to keep it clean, bro.
Okay, excuse me, bro. Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is what we're trying to do as a people, not as individuals. So let's cut the mess, man. Let's keep it 100. This philosophy that he's running on us has not worked one bit. We're still in the same pit we came up in when we first got here on these slave ships. It has not done one thing beneficial for our people. We used it to fight these devils. Yes, we did. But what if we would have used our own philosophy? Where would we be as a people today? I feel we will be far more productive and far ahead of the people who had enslaved our ancestors today if we would use our own principles and our own philosophy. And that's the problem. We are holding on to this concept that is not ours. It doesn't belong to us. He can't link it to us any kind of way, yet he thinks he won something. He hasn't even linked the Bible to black people at all. But yet he quotes from it. The same quotes that got our people enslaved, the same quotes that came out of the mouth of a Catholic priest who gave the okay to enslave our ancestors. This is the madness that's going on here today. So we have to stop this. That's the first thing. Until we come into self-knowledge, there is no progress. There is no solution. As long as we keep living by other people's principles and other people's philosophies that didn't even work for them 2,000 years ago because they got slaughtered, enslaved too. It didn't even work for them. Assyria, Babylon, every culture in the Levant destroyed and took advantage of these people that you call Israelites that you cannot link to our people. We have to go by our own ancestry. We have to go by our own feelings of achievement. We have to go by our own philosophies as a people. And that takes people like you, Jeremiah Judah. It takes people like the host. It takes people that's in the listening audience. It's up to us. And we shouldn't shy away from that because we're caught up in a God concept that we can't verify whatsoever. We cannot verify this God concept, but we can verify our ancestors. We can look back and see the greatness of our ancestors. We can see the achievements they made that the European hasn't made, can't replace or can't duplicate him himself. He is copying off of our philosophy and benefiting from us and telling us it's taboo, it's from Satan, while he rises to the top and keep you on the plantation waiting for a sky daddy to fall out of the sky and come raise you up. Raise yourselves up. Be the best Jeremiah Judah you can be for the people. Be the best Black Lion Supreme for the people. Teach our people self-independence. Release us from this cage that they put us in and steady keep shoving down our throat that we should be under them. If we were all to leave this place today, we would destroy the European, here and in Europe. If we really can't stand the white man, we would leave here and raise our own land. But because we're caught up in this kumbaya, we're going to hell unless we love everybody mindset, we will never achieve what we should achieve as a people. Everyone else is doing it but us because everyone else is not caught up in your Bible. That's the difference. That's the only difference. Everyone else is not caught up in the Most High and his philosophy. Everyone else is not worried about all that kind of stuff. They are worried about achieving their agenda for the betterment of their people. And until we start thinking that way, we will always be in last place. We'll always be waiting, and we'll always be listening to biblical quotes that has not done anything for us as a people for 400 years. You can't prove the truth of a book with the book alone. Therefore, the information is meaningless unless you can verify it. Our ancestors have given us culture. They've given us science. They've given us math. They've given us all kinds of information on how to make it without any assistance from anyone else, but we're ignoring it because we're caught up in a system that wasn't created by us. It was created for the European and the betterment of his people and the betterment of his children and children's children. And that's why all these generations has passed with him on top and we looking at his table, looking for the crumbs to fall off. That's until we get out of that mindset and understand that we are the gods, we are the kings, we are the goddesses. Until we understand that, no solution on this planet will ever rise us out of this madness. And that's the problem. So we can speak on solutions all day long. As long as we're waiting on somebody else to come save us, it's not going to work. We haven't had the time as the biblical people have had to change the mind and the direction of our people. We haven't had 400 years. Give us 400 years. And while you're talking about some dude who is gay and teaching Kemetic science, so-called Kemetic science, we don't know nothing about this clown. He don't belong to us. You're talking about a whole bunch of Europeans in his shrines. I don't belong to no shrine. I'm not one of these Jabari followers. I belong to no religion. This is the new Kemet. Kemet 2.0, brother. I'm not going to take you back 5,000 years ago. I'm going to take you to solutions that's going to help us today as a people. Not 5,000 years ago. But we definitely gave our people science, medicine, astronomy, farming. We definitely did agriculture. We definitely did that. Nobody in Israel ever did that for us. You have no structures. You have no literature outside of the Bible. You have nothing on math. You have nothing on science, the things that benefit the society today. So your philosophy has done nothing for Black people. But science, education, mathematics, literature has done a lot to educate our people, and it's the reason why we have individuals that has had success in this European society today. Not because of the Bible, but because of education. That's the key. That was the focus of Kemet. Education, not spirituality. The natural, not the supernatural, that has not been verified. You can't show me one supernatural act that you can verify on this planet. Not one. But I can show you a whole lot of scientific philosophies that are verified. Point blank, period. Verified.
All right, Doc.
Okay. Practice today, not 5,000 years ago.
All right, can you hear me out?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, man. So all praise and glory, man, for you brothers' participation in this debate, man. We got a lot of people watching. All right, so I haven't seen very many questions. So I do have a question for both of you brothers. All right. I'll start with you, Black Lion Supreme.
All right.
Did everybody you follow Mayat, correct?
I understand I follow African culture, period. I'm not just stuck in Kemet. I support all African philosophy.
So then you are familiar with all African philosophy.
I am familiar. Yes, sir.
Okay, so my question was, did the entire continent of Africa follow Mayat?
No, sir. No.
All right.
So Africa has multiple cultures, multiple philosophies. But the focus was always on nature, not something outside of nature.
Okay, so can you show me something outside of Mayat that teaches us how we should treat one another as far as brothers and sisters or husband and wife? Can you show me something outside of Mayat that addresses that?
The culture, the Igbo culture is a great culture to start if you want to find out how to treat yourself as his brother and sister. The God concepts and the goddess concepts in the Igbo culture teaches togetherness. They teach to build as one people. They teach that we are independent and we don't need assistance from anyone. If you look at the Dogon, it's pretty much the same thing. They study the stars. They study philosophies that are about uplifting the people that they come from in their land. So
is there any text that you can refer me to or the audience watching that we can go look to as far as the Dogon or any of these tribes you're mentioning? Is there something that you can refer us to that we can look at that will be saying what you're saying is saying?
What you have to do, my brother, is study the culture. I can't refer you to one text or a text here or a text there. I can't even do that with Kemetic. You have to study the culture to see how the people interact and how they thrive in this culture. That's how you get the knowledge. It's not through a text like you would do, like you would read off from a Bible. You actually have to look in the culture itself to understand these things. They don't give you blatant statements in a text. The text is full of mythology and allegory. So you have to actually study these cultures. That's how you get knowledge out of them. You don't get knowledge from Kemetic just reading the pyramid text. You'll never get an understanding of Kemetic just reading the pyramid text. You have to read the coffin text. You have to read the papyruses of Ani. You have to read the Pert and Haru. You have to, and then you still don't get it. You'll still have to really study the culture. Like those texts is not going to tell you that we called each other brother and sister. It wasn't blood related. You'll never find that out just reading the pyramid text. Same thing with the Dogon. Same thing with the Igbo. It's a complete different philosophy that we see here in America, where they give you this book and say, well, this is how you're supposed to do it. That's not how it was in Africa at all. You have to actually go into the culture.
You were here to say that you agree with all of the practices that goes on in Africa.
No, I'm here to say that I'm familiar with them. Not that I agree with all of them. No.
All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
No
all right. So,
can I respond to the Dogon statement? Is that okay, Black Line?
Yeah, go ahead. Please do. Please do.
See, the Dogon tribe, they actually follow a deity called Nomo. He's not going to tell you this. This Nomo supposedly came down here to Earth and taught them about the Sirius star system. Every 50 years, they put on these masks to do a ceremony to wait for Nomo to come back. Every West African culture in Africa, 99% of them got a creator God. He's not going to tell you that because he's pushing this atheist doctrine. You see? So I just want to get that out there, that the Dogon tribe, they follow a creator God, an ancestral, primordial God. His name is Nomo. He's going to come back. You can pull it up right now. He's going to come back. They wait for him to come back every 50. Why do you think they put the mask on and do these dances for him? He is the one that supposedly told them about the dog star, the Sirius star system, all that. Because the Europeans were amazed that how did they know about these star systems when they didn't even have telescopes? This is way before telescopes even, I guess, powerful enough to even see that, something like that. So,
once again, you're confusing the natural with the supernatural. What is Nomo? What is Nomo?
I just told you.
What is a star and what is a set? What are they?
I just told you. And that, now see, Nomo is the deity that gave them the knowledge that they had. That's in their that's in their written history. You want me to pull it up?
Nomo is a star. A set is a star. A star is a star. Nomo is the principle of knowledge. Nomo is science. He represents science. And just because you see people doing rituals don't mean they're worshiping like you would see someone like you worshiping Yahweh. There's two different definitions to the word worship. You can worship as in praying to a God, a supernatural being, or you can admire something. A child could worship his mother, but that doesn't mean he's praying to her. That means he has admiration for her. Look up the second definition of the word worship.
All right. Can I read you something?
Ah, man, these guys, they don't listen, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read you something. The Nomo or Numa are primordial ancestral spirits in Domo religion and cosmology, sometimes referred to as demi-deities, venerated by the Dogon people of Mali. The word Nomos is derived from a Dogon word meaning to make one drink. Nomos are usually described as amphibious, hermaphrodite, fish-like creatures. Let's keep it moving.
The Dogon religion and creation methodology says that Nomo was the first living creature created by the sky god Amma. They got sky gods. They got sky daddies. Shortly after his creation, Nomo underwent a transformation and multiplied into 4 pairs of twins. One of the twins rebelled against the universal order created by Amma to restore order of his creation.
See, Black Lives Supreme, you can't come to a debate against JJ7000 with no sources, no references, and think we just supposed to bleed will come off the top of your catfish eating lip. It don't work like that. You in the ring with 7,000, bro.
Amma sacrificed another of the Nomo prodigies whose body was dismembered and scattered throughout the universe. This despair of body parts is seen by the Dogon as the source of proliferation in Bunu shrines throughout the Dogon's traditional territory. Wherever the body parts fell, the shrine was erected. How about this? The Nomo or Numo are primordial ancestral spirits of the Dogon religion and cosmology, sometimes referred to as demi-deities, venerated by the Dogon people of Mali. The word nomos is derived from a Dogon word meaning to make one drink. The nomos are usually described as amphibious, hermaphrodite, fish-like creatures. They got them drawn all over the wall over there, man. So stop with the games, bro.
Okay, where are you reading from, Jeremiah Judah? What are you reading from?
Oh, okay, that's easy. That's an easy Google search. You can go to Wikipedia and look that up. I guess everything on Wikipedia line.
Exactly, but you're not giving us source. What is your source?
Hold on. Let me go to the source, man. Hold up. Let me go to it. Let me see. Number 2. Let's go to number 2. References. Okay. Number 2. Okay. Crowley. This is Crowley Veneen, Crowley Christie, Carlton Books Limited, Dogon. You go to they got archived from the original on October 3rd, 2011. This is all the sources they got in here. Van Breek Walter, Dogon Restudy, a field evaluation on the work of Marcel Gurel, Current Anthropology. I mean, it's a whole list of sources that you can go look up the Dogon. Right.
Hey, the nerve of this guy to talk about a source. Well, he didn't even come to the point with the debate with a PowerPoint, no source, no references. All you did was read, bro. And you want to challenge me about a goddamn source? Next time you get in the ring with me, you better have a PowerPoint or a source or don't show up. Because you definitely got your ass whooped in this one.
Now,
right. A whole list of European sources that you're trying to explain an African concept from.
Well, bro. Okay, we can pull up the video of them interviewing.
And then here's the crazy part. He talking about Europeans, but your Book of the Dead. How about this? Your Metanetta was interpreted by Jean Champollion. E. Wallace Budge. But y'all swear, but now y'all can read it. Most of your characters that were added to your Metanetta were added to by the Ptolemies. Over 1,000 characters, new characters. But we got Smash Rockwell on this channel every day trying to sit up there and think he can decipher something that wasn't even that connected to the first, second, third through 25th dynasties, bro. Come on, Black Lion Supreme, get your act together.
Dogon, and they'll tell you that they're waiting on Nomo to come home.
They're not interviewing Dogon from 2,000 to 3,000 years ago.
We're talking about the current.
You talking about all this Kemetic mess? You're not bringing no information from the Kemetics 2,000, 3,000 years ago. No, you're not. You see Smash Rockwell? He up there, like I told you. Though the Ptolemies added over 1,000 goddamn new symbols and characters to your metadata, and that's what you're looking at.
Right now,
People up today who don't understand, just like you.
The new one don't understand. They just running around
that it is mythology. You just read the word cosmic. Well,
you explain it then, bro. Go ahead. And then you come with a black source. Let's hear it.
What you just, it has to do with science, it has to do with allegory, and it has to do with mythology. Same in Kemetic. Kemetic used deities to express different aspects of nature, of the natural, not the supernatural. You find the same thing with the Dogon. Find the same thing with the Khan. You find the same thing in Yoruba. You find when they talk about Shango represents lightning, thunder. He's not a sky daddy. So this is the problem. We have been so indoctrinated into thinking like Europeans when it comes to these principles that we take them literally. You can't take the cosmetology of Kemet or any African philosophy.
All right, I got something for this. He ain't brought nothing to the table. You didn't even come in with a goddamn PowerPoint. All you did was run your goddamn mouth, Black Lion Supreme. But I got something for you. We're gonna read this. Now you want to blame it on the European. Man, cut that nonsense out. Your math books, your science books, your English books, they're all by Europeans, and you ain't denying none of the information and knowledge that you got from that. So don't sit up here and act like you can't learn nothing from a European. Cut it out, bro. Then you always then you ask them, oh, okay, well, I'm connected to Africa. What African tribe do you associate and get your knowledge from? They can't tell you shit. Wait a minute. Hold on, I gotta stop sharing. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Oh man. Let's see. Hold up, man. Oh man. Doggone. Hold up. Hold up. It froze up on me. Hold up, man. Let me get this. Okay. Let me get. Hold up. Present. What the hell's going on? Wait. Come on. Let's see. So as soon as it's over, I'm gonna bust his head. Let me. Oh, I know. I gotta stop this to stop sharing this to share. Okay, hold on. I got it. I got it, y'all. Hold up. Him never tap me. Hold up, y'all, 'cause I gotta read y'all something, man. Damn. Hold up. Yeah, this thing tripping, man. I'm live. I'm trying. All right, man. Man, excuse my language, y'all. Oh man. All right, I tell you what. This video is almost over, and as soon as we get done, I'm gonna pull some up on the screen for this guy. Shit. See, oh, wait. All right. I don't understand why it's not letting me stop sharing the screen. See what I'm saying, man? It's pissing me off. Let me see. Hold up. Present. Share screen. Dogon. No. Here you go. All right. Now let me know if y'all can see this. All right. You're gonna stop playing with 7,000. Like I said, you came to the debate with just your goddamn lip. No source, no reference, nothing. What the? This all right. Later. I don't want to subscribe to nothing. I don't want ancient origins. Chill out, man. Okay. All right. They got balls on their neck, y'all. Y'all see this madness? But anyway, let me know. I can see the screen. I can see the screen. And it ain't showing, man. What the fuck? Hold up. Hold up. Nah, y'all gonna see this. Dude just got slapped around. How do you come to the debate with no nothing but your goddamn lip, man? And then you got the nerve to try to ask me, well, where's your source, JJ? That's what they do over the Dagger Squad. They run their lip. They expect you to provide all the information, but they don't provide nothing. You know, man, they kind of pissed me off just right there. He gonna challenge me to support. Who's your source? Who's your source to the whole goddamn debate? Y'all seen me? I brung up sources. All right, let me know if y'all can see this. Right. Let me see. Okay, hold up. I guess I gotta have patience. Hold up. Remove. Okay, I'm gonna add it back up there, y'all. I'm gonna add it back up there. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Now. Can somebody put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? It take 1 second for you to put a 1 in the chat. That's it. Okay, thank you. All right. All right. As soon as it's over, I'm gonna bust his head. Damn, man, what am I doing wrong? Oh, I know. I gotta stop this. Hold up. Stop sharing this. No, that ain't right. Fuck. I got it. Okay, hold up. Dogon. This shit's pissing me off. All right, hold up. Present. Share screen. Dogon. Because you just sat there and blatantly lied, bro. Share. All right. As soon as it come up, y'all, let me know if y'all can see it. Let me know. I don't know why it's taking so long to pop on the screen, man. I have to read it. I don't know. Okay, I was gonna read it to y'all. The Dogon extraordinary Black Lion Spring. They every damn near 99% of every African culture, they had a creator god. Something. I have done that. Man, come on, man. France, 1920. Marcel Gouliel is a young man who was well established in the study, especially in mathematics. He has recently served as a Aegis, okay, there it is. Grande. Although his future has already seen marketed fate, he has other plans for him. A new road that begins to take shape when he decides to attend the conference the same year. Okay, we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes, man. Nobody care about him. All right, let's see. All right, okay. Here we go. All right. Let me see. Let me read. I'm gonna get to. Look, they got big balls on their neck, man. Come on. And he talking about the Dogon. You want us to deal with this nonsense? Oh man. All right. The opportunity was given him during a period of study in Mali alongside his pupil, Jermaine Durand, who was a pupil of Masses and deeply interested in the study of ancient myths. From that moment, the mystery of the Nomo is born. And it is an element of the ancient to the Dogon people. This is first-hand histories. The Dogon are Burkina Faso. We are around the year 1000 during the fierce battles of the banks of the Niger River. Many researchers have already discussed the range of mysteries that surround these people, but what interests us particularly for the development of the hypothesis contained in this article is their based on the faith in a creative God, Black Lion Supremes. You want to bring up the Dogon, and then you want to dispel God and say, "Oh, I have done this." Culture, they have a created God. Naomi, Uladumari, Shango, all that. You even brought up Shango, the thunder god. Come on, man, cut it out. Based on the faith in a creative God ama, and in a creation product by the movements of the egg of the water. Let's keep it moving. The Dogon schematic of the egg of the world. It's the schematic of the egg of the world. All right, y'all. Hold up. Now, on the basis of these beliefs, the Nomo of the 8 progenitors of the Dogon brought to earth a basket containing the clay necessary to build the grain spirits reality, a very profound knowledge of the universe and the celestial bodies. Let's keep it moving. All right, the granary. Hold up. Go back down. Come on, man. Go back down. The granary represents the universe. Its scale symbolizes both males and females that generate the Dogon and the various stars and constellations. In this sense, we will find the Pleiades in the north, or Orion in the south, and a comet in the west. So everything stated with a basket or container that carried life. Dogon astronomical knowledge. But the thing that most struck the two scholars was the finding that having come into contact with our civilization is fairly recent times, but at the beginning of the century, they possessed incredible scientific and astronomical knowledge. Some of this knowledge was certainly the result of cultural heritage that is millennia old, but one element in particular has decisively current characteristics, that detailed knowledge of the star series. All right, let me get some water real quick. Hold up, y'all. Oh. All right. Star Sirius. The Dogon were in fact aware of the fact that Sirius is a binary system, i.e., system consisting of 2 stars, Sirius A and Sirius B. They are aware that the fact that Sirius B revolves around Sirius A with the elliptical orbit and over a period of corresponding to 50 years. And the most disconcerting discovery was that the Dogon knew the exact position of Sirius A within the ellipse. Let's see. Come on, man. All right. Okay, Sirius A and Sirius B have been seen by Hubble Space Telescope. The white dwarf can be seen to the lower left. NASA, that comes from NASA, ESA, H Bond, TAC, M Bartholomew University. Many may wonder what's amazing. The amazement arises for the fact that it was only in 1862 the existence of Sirius B by using a telescope, among the most advanced for the era. And it was not before 1970 that there were confirmation of the existence of this star, not to mention a photograph of it. Yet, the Dogon knew hundreds of years before. And not only that, they called Sirius B with the name, they called Sirius B with the name Potolo. This name is certainly the most apt and shocking way to describe this system. The term Tolo, the fact, means star, while Po refers to typical serial that has a characteristic of being extremely heavy despite the small size. An expression, therefore, very close to reality, since Sirius B is a white dwarf, and as such is very, very high in density. Let's go. Let's see. Here's Series A. Getting the computer. Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. You know what? It's too early for this. There you go. All right. No, let me. All right. By yeah, I'm live, brother. What's going on? Can y'all still hear me? I mean, right. Let me know now. Okay. Yeah, I see him. Okay, thank you, family. Shalom. All right, the Dogon diagram set to represent Series B's elliptical orbit around the Series A. All of this information, particularly inaccessible without adequate astronomical equipment, and is useless to specify that the Dogon has never come into possession of any such instrument. They even ignored its existence. But the mystery does not end here. The Dogon, in fact, used to represent the planet Saturn as surrounded by a sort of a halo, thus demonstrating that they knew of its rings. Moreover, they knew that the planet Jupiter had around him 4 companions, which correspond exactly for his main 4 moons. Hold up. Yeah, it's going to tell you where they got this information from, y'all. All right. Now, and if this were not enough, they depicted the Earth as a sphere and knew that this sphere revolves around its axis, and together with other spheres, that means planets, around the sun. Last but not least, it is surprising that the Dogon, or in any case, the elders of the village, describe our galaxy as an immense spiral shape. We know very well that this concept began to be disclosed by Western astronomers only in the beginning of this century. Hold up. For the Dogon, Sirius B was a star created by God, Black Lion Supreme, and it represents the fulcrum of the universe. All matter developed from it, including souls, following the complex spiral motion, the same that is symbolized in the intertwined baskets. Saturn is surrounded by the rings. Jupiter has 4 main moons, and 4 calendars are used. One for the sun, one for the moon, one for Sirius, and one for Venus. Needless to say that the Dogon believed a truth attested from ancient times. The fact that the planets orbited around the sun. The Dogon the Dogon know what logically should not know. Their knowledge it is not a result of ancient legacies acquired by observing the sky and the stars with the naked eye, as happened in other civilizations. They simply know this is the most disturbing part of the Dogon mystery. And old Dogon legends tells that when the god, Black Lion Supreme of the universe, Amma, sent the Nomo to Earth, this was half man, half amphibian creature, which landed in the land of the fox. Landed, so they must have had some kind of spaceship or something, right? This is what they telling you. You said something about the Dogon, not me. A territory northeast of Bandagaria in the Moti region. The Nomo was red, but when it touched the ground, it became white. The name Nomo derives from the Dogon word that translates as to do well. Much more often, however, this is remembered as the master of water, perhaps a reference to the fact that the Nomo could survive out of water. The admonitor or the destroyer. See, they telling you they got in contact with some species, some entity that came down from the sky and gave them this knowledge. This lets you know that there's something out there greater than yourself, Black Lion Supreme. Like I said, you didn't come to this debate with nothing but your goddamn catfish eating lip. You didn't bring that one source. You didn't bring that one reference, and you want to challenge me about, hey, where'd you get that from? Where's your source? The nerve of you, brother. See, we do not know exactly how this figure can be placed in the various events that characterize the growth of the Dogon culture, but it's so difficult to identify other very similar creatures in different cultures. The ancient wonder of the veneration of the dog Sar Sirius, the awesome, terrible, unknowable creature guides through history. The same type of creatures are present in history in Mesopotamia, written during the 3rd century BC from the priest Barroso. His name was Onaz. His body was similar to that of a fish. He lived only in water and had feet similar to those of man. Are these images referring to the same event? Come on, man. Everybody lying? In any case, the ancient, almost primordial figures occupies a prominent place in all of African culture, Black Lion Supreme. For example, in the most intricate areas of Africa, people belonging to monotheistic religions turn to the priests on the various villages because in situations of extreme difficulty, they invoke the assistance of the Nomo. Okay, so I don't know what this guy is talking about. Black Lion Supreme. That guy is, you know what I'm saying? Finally, let's not to forget the godfish Dagon of the Philistines. This is the same type of symbol of the fish which the first Christians used to represent their deity. Whoever or whatever it is, the Nomo still continues to lengthen its shadow on African territory, perhaps as a messenger waiting to be able to reveal ancient truths to those who have the courage and predisposition of mind to listen to it. I told you, man, you're not ready for me. And this is by Top Energy of a Ritual Dance by Mali, by Robert L. Paglia. Robert L. Paglia is contributing writer of the magazine Veritas Arcana, and his article has been republished with permission. I told you, man. I don't know why these guys think they can get in the ring with me and just think they can get away with saying anything and expect me not to look something up or shut them down. Let's get back to the end of this. Let's get back to the end of this educational ass whooping that Black Lion Supreme received from the People's Champ. Hold up. Let's see. Hold up. Let me see. Where is that? Where's the debate at? Well, I'm having a rough here today, y'all. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Let me know if y'all can see it. Let me know if y'all can see it, man. Just press for one in the audience. Let me know. Let me know. Corey Dawson shows. What's up to Corey? IBM, you is and that's black. You is the expert. Rest of us don't know. Man, y'all got a little rivalry going, man. Come on, man. What's taking so long for this to show up? Oh, there you go. My fault. Man, I'm ready for this to be over, man, because this technical difficulty shit is pissing me off. All right, let me stop sharing again and bring it back up. This is really frustrating. There you go. Hold up. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? Things are gonna get better for JJ with this damn technical shit, I swear. All right, hold up. Let me try this one more time, y'all. All right, hold up. Share screen. All right. All right. Here we go. Let's try it again, y'all. Let me know when y'all can see it. All right. Now let's rewind this guy a little bit because he running off at his lip. All right.
From Jeremiah Judah. What are you reading from?
Oh, okay. That's easy. That's easy.
No. You gonna ask me what I'm reading from? All right, here we go.
Search. You can go to Wikipedia and look that up. I guess everything on Wikipedia line.
Exactly, but you're not giving a source. What is your source?
Hold up. Let me go to the source. Hold up. Let me go to
this guy, man. He didn't come to the debate with not one source, but you challenging me for a source. I just can't get over it, y'all. The nerve of this guy.
Let me see. Number 2. Let's go to number 2. References. Okay. Number 2. Okay. Crowley. This is Crowley Veneen, Crowley Christie, Carlton Books Limited, Dogon. You go to they got archived from the original on October 3rd, 2011. This is all the sources they got in here. Van Breek Walter, Dogon restudied a field evaluation on the work of Marcel Gurel, current anthropology. It's a whole list of sources that you can go look up the Dogon. Right. Now,
right, a whole list of European sources that you're trying to explain the African concept from.
Well, bro. Okay, we can pull up the video of them interviewing the Dogon, and they'll tell you that they're waiting on Nomo to come.
They're not interviewing Dogon from 2,000 to 3,000 years ago.
We're talking about the current right now
up to today who don't understand, just like you.
The new one don't understand. They just run around and
it is mythology. You just read the word cosmetology.
Well, you explain it then, bro. Go ahead, and then you come with a black source. Let's hear it.
The word you just read has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with science. It has to do with allegory, and it has to do with mythology. Same in Kemetic. Kemetic used deities to express the different aspects of nature. Of the natural, not the supernatural. You find the same thing with the Dogon. Find the same thing with the Akan. You find the same thing in Yoruba. You find it when they talk about Shango. Shango represents lightning, thunder. He's not a sky daddy. So this is the problem. We have been so indoctrinated into thinking like Europeans when it comes to these principles that we take them literally. You can't take the cosmetology of Kemet or any African philosophy as literal. You have to look into the mythology, look into the allegory, and come out with a reasonable explanation of what you're reading. If you do not do that, you will be on the wrong track when you're talking about Africa.
All right. So I'm going to transition.
So once again, no reference, no source, and then he wants to push this narrative that all these ancients looked at everything as principles, not literal. If I had more time, I could go into some information right now. First of all, what they do, they mix up the two words, netur, N-E-T-J-U-R, and naturu, N-U-T-U-R-A. They mix the two up. One of them means nature. Metanetra means the gods, the words of the gods. What is the name of a Kemetic priest? What you tell me? What I tell you what it was, earlier?
Hymnetcher.
Huh?
That's what. But who gave them that? But who gave hymnetcher the word? The translated that word into priest.
And how do they spell that, family? N-U-T-J-U-R. And what did that mean?
Male priest. That's what they call it, male priest. Because a female priest's name is not is different than the male. But who translated that? Who translated that into priests? It was the Greeks who did so, not Africans. In the same way that you're reading about the Dogon, you're reading a European translation. You're reading a European's opinion. That's not African. That's not an African telling you this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And you want to bring up Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben didn't believe in no Yahweh. That's a fact.
Was Dr. Ben?
You're talking about Dr. Ben before he moved up into knowledge. You're talking about Dr. Ben before he moved into knowledge.
Did one of them used to be Jew or Hebrew Israelite?
That's what he used to call himself until he got more information.
Did he get buried in Kemet or traditional?
His family was a Christian. They buried him in a traditional manner, a Christian traditional manner. The same, I'm sure, that will happen to me by my family, but that doesn't mean I represent that.
Okay, bro.
At all.
Okay, brother. You know what?
I come into
Let's get to
truth
that
like
question.
you
You know
have.
what? Let's get, because I want to get this over with.
Okay.
I don't want it to turn ugly. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep it respectful.
Yeah, man. So
I'm good, bro. I'm not emotional, so I'm not gonna turn this into nothing. If it'll happen, it'll be about you, not me.
Okay, so let me ask you something, man. Like I said, you keep pushing this narrative that these people look at everything as principle. But I can tell you right now. By going to the priesthood of Kemet, I'm gonna tell you what these priests did. Would you like to hear it? Would you like to hear it?
Of course, I'm going to hear anything you got to say, of course.
All right, let's go. All right. The daily temple rituals were not for the benefit of the congregation, nor an act of appeasement of sacrifices performed on behalf of the people. They were to honor the God by paying him courtesy and respect to the return blessings and gifts which he had bestowed upon the land. In return, receive more blessings and gifts which he had bestowed upon the land. In the return, receive more blessings. Hold on. The statue of the god was housed in a shrine in the innermost sanctuary of the temple. It was made of stone and wood. Stone and wood, everybody. Keep that in mind. And even solid gold. It was considered the receptacle of the spirit of Ka, of the deity, which means they thought that the deity actually went into this statue. Not no principle. Hold up, let's keep it moving. The spirit of the Ka, the deity, was merely not an idol. And what they did, as morning appeased first over the horizon, the priest would intone the Don hymn that begins like this: "Awake in peace, great God." "Awake in peace, great God" would be inserted. A ritual prayer would be spoken 4 times over the image. Hold up. Over the image, giving the God back his soul, so that he would reinsert his physical earthly shape. All right, well, let's keep it moving. Give me 2 more minutes. I'll be quick. The breakfast meal was then laid out before the shrine of the god. That was bread, joints of meat, roasted fowl, basket of fruit, vegetables, jars of beer and wine. All the offerings were prepared in temple kitchens using produce from the temple estates, awarded to the temple by the kings from tithes. They were more religious than Christians, man. Tithes given by tenants of the estates from wealthy landowners. When animals were prepared for the gods, not for the principle, for the gods, no blood was spilt on the god's altar, nor was the animal slaughtered in the sight of the god. No animal was slaughtered in the sight of the principals. That makes no sense. All right. Once the god had his fill, the food was removed, perhaps to be placed before the shrine of lesser deities, and then returned to the kitchen to be distributed as wages to the temple personnel. See, they would eat it last. The image of the spirit of the Ka and the entire sanctuary was then sprinkled with water, 5 grains of resin, and were placed on the floor, and more incense lit. Then the doors of the sanctuary were closed and resealed. These rituals were performed 3 times, morning, noon, and dusk. The later 2 were briefer. After the evening meal, the god's vestments were removed before the cult statue was returned to the shrine in the evening hymn. Here go the important part though, right here. I hope, bear with me. All right. Now the evening hymn was recited and sung. Now listen to this. The regular feast days, which none of these Kemetics do, y'all. They don't honor none of this. You know how we do our feast days and Passover? They ain't doing none of this, but they try to claim that they Kemetics. Feast days celebrated within the temple included first of the month festivals and new moon festivals. They ain't doing none of this. On these days, the cult statue may have been paraded around the temple, priests, people pausing for offerings to be made at places designated at the other temples. They were parading this image around. The statue would not move outside the innermost rooms. People could come to the outermost court of the temple to seek the god's help and advice. So they actually literally thought this was real. They actually thought this spirit was actually literally inside this statue. The source for that is People of the Pharaohs by Hillary Wilson. Life of the Ancient Egyptians by Eugen, E-U-G-E-N, Strougall, S-T-R-O-U-G-H-A-L. Also, Priest of the Ancient Egyptian by Serge Sauron, S-E-R-G-S-A-U-N-E-R-O-N. So, like I said, bro, we can go through all these priesthoods, and they have all these rituals, and these temples, and you mean to tell me they're just doing this for principles?
Let me respond real fast. This will take me 2 minutes. First of all, you're reading from a woman's book who is not even an expert in.
Like I said, this dude is in denial, man. You read it to him, it's called cognitive dissonance, ladies and gentlemen. You see how JJ looking? I'm like, there's no help for this guy. He just don't get it. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. That's JJ7000 motto. It's been that since I got in front of the goddamn camera. I'm explaining it to you, but I can't understand it for you. That's up to you. But you steady want to deny the fact. You steady want, oh, well, that's from Europeans. And when you went to school, your math, your English, your science books, your STEM program are all mostly written down or researched in labs by Europeans. So don't get in this goddamn debate and deny the fact that Europeans is giving you knowledge. Then you ask you, well, bring me some kind of black source to the goddamn debate, and you couldn't. You got your ass whooped.
In Kemetic science.
I gotta take a drink.
Some European who's looking at Kemet through the eyes of religion, the same way Budge did, the same way James Breasted did, and many other Egyptologists did. You're not getting this from an African perspective. You're getting it from a European.
From an African. They just interviewed Africans. The Dogon just told you that their history, their knowledge, and how they got the Series A, Series B concept. But he steadies in denial. Then you ask him, what African cosmology do you adhere to, sir? Oh, well, you can't tell us.
European's perspective, a religious European perspective at that. The fact of the matter is that, yes, the people of Kemet, the Remish, they honored the different aspects of nature.
You see what I'm saying, y'all? And I just showed you what the priesthood, what they did in the priesthood, and how they got these statues, and how they invoked the Ka into the statue, and how they paraded it around the people, and the people would come and ask this statue for favor. Why ain't my crops going? Why is my girlfriend cheating on me? Why do I have erectile dysfunction and all that? You see? But Black Lion Supreme is a know all and tell all, and he comes to the goddamn debate with no PowerPoint, no source, no reference, no scholars, and he thinking he won something? Even Mama Lion Supreme said that JJ7000 show know what he talking about, and you told me that yourself. Let's keep it moving.
Ra is the sun. Geb is the earth. Nut is the sky. Shu is air. Wind. Tefnut is moisture. Rain. They are not deities, but they are represented by deities of the to show the.
So why would they invoke the spirit into a statue and parade it around to the people, Black Lion Supreme? Why in your Book of the Dead it tells you that these people are they're giving you spells and stuff. So when you get past your heart way lighter than a feather, you're going to the afterlife to be with Osiris. That's not a goddamn principle. And even in that Book of the Dead, all the verbiage is saying gods, deities. And until you guys can decipher what's on your wall besides the Europeans, this is what you're stuck with.
Importance of each and every one of their aspects when it comes to life on this planet. The people of Kemet were very, very crafty at putting the importance of the principles in the form of a deity, so that we could understand how very much important that these principles were. Everything to the Remish was a part of creation, not just some one entity like a one God. You don't see them praying just to Ra. You don't see them honoring just Aten. That comes later. But in the beginning, these were the principles that they understood that created this planet, that sustained this planet. I'll give you a very, very quick example of how you believe in spirituality. Shu, Nut, Shu, and Geb, the sky, make up our atmosphere. Without these principles, we couldn't breathe air. So to the people of Kemet, air is spirit, not a supernatural spooky ghost living inside of your body. The fact of the matter that you're saying that yes, you're dealing with a people who didn't understand altogether what they meant. So they were trying to figure these things out. So yes, they would say things like this particular deity lived in this
You can't even read the metadata. What the hell? Hold on, man. This is getting ridiculous. Hold up. Hold up. Bro, you can't even read what they got on the goddamn walls, bro. Cut it out. Hold up. Stop it, that line, bro. You making this shit up. Hold up, y'all. Let me present something. Man. This dude's dead in the water, man. Everything that he's saying, he ain't backing it up with no source, no reference, no nothing to back up his claim. Let me know when y'all can see the screen. All right. Black Lion Supreme. This is the Book of the Dead. All right. Papers of Annie. Pull that up. Let's see what that say. Here it is. The Papers of Annie. Egyptian Book of the Dead. By your master teacher, E. Wallace Budge. Until y'all can come up with your own Book of the Dead, this is what you got. You keep talking about Europeans and all that, but you ain't provided not one black scholar to back up your claim, sir. All right. Let's see who they talking to. The Hymn of Osiris. Homage to thee, Osiris, Lord of entity, King of the gods. King of the gods, Black Lion Supreme, whose names are manifold, whose forms are holy, thou being of hidden form in the temples, whose Ka is holy. Stop right there. Whose Ka is holy. The same Ka that they invoked into that statue. The same Ka that they invoked in that statue, Black Lion Supreme. Oh, well, you can't just, you have to look at the, shut up. Thou art the governor of Tattoo. Also the mighty one of Sikkim. Thou art Lord, to whom praises are ascribed in the name of Annie. They're praising it. Thou art the prince of divine food in Annie. Thou art the Lord who is commemorated in Mati, the hidden soul. So a principal has a soul, Black Lion Supreme? The ruler, the supreme white wall, that's in Memphis. Thou art the soul of Ra, his own body. Now a principal has a body, Black Lion Supreme? And hasty thou place of rest in Henus. That's Hierolopicus. Thou art the benefit and art arising in that. Thou makest thou soul. Now this principal has a soul, Black Lion Supreme? They thought this was real. But you want to play games with me? Huh? Thou makest thy soul to be raised up. Thou art the Lord of the great house of Hieropolykis. Thou art the mighty one of victories in Shasheptep, the Lord of entity, the governor of Abydos. The path of his throne is in Tashesher, the part of Abydos. Thy name is established in the mouths of men. Thou art the substance of two lands. Thou art 10, the feeder of doubles, the governor of companies of the gods. See, man, you're going to quit playing with me, man. You're going to quit playing with me. You're going to quit playing with me, bro. Getting in front of people lying like this. Thou art the benefit spirit among the spirits, the God of the celestial ocean, new. Maybe you said, oh, the new Nut and Gab and thou, the God of the celestial ocean, dwarf from the lands. Thou art Tim, the feeder of Ka. Oh, I read that, excuse me. Thou sendest forth the north wind, the breath from the north, the nostrils of the satisfaction of thy heart. Now this principle has a heart, ladies and gentlemen. Thy heart reneweth its youth. What part of nature is the heart, sir? The stars in the celestial heights. It distinguishes the difference between the God and the stars, sir. The stars in the celestial heights are obedient upon thee. Now the stars are obedient upon this God. And the great door of the sky opened themselves before thee. What is thee? The principle of the thee, Black Lion Supreme? Thou art he to whom praises are ascribed to in the southern heavens. Now they talking about heavens and praises to thee. A principle is a thee, and thanks are given to thee in the northern heaven, Black Lion Supreme.
I told you, man, you got beat up. Your information is flawed. Your flank is wide open, as Malachi Maccabee would say. Hold up. They are obedient upon thee. Imperishable stars are under thy supervision, meaning this deity, this God, this creator God, or whatever it is in control of the stars, the celestial bodies. Look. Obedient, and the great doors open the sky upon themselves before thee. Thou art whom praises are ascribed in the southern heaven. Okay, I read that. Okay. And the stars which never set up are thy thrones. So a principal has a throne, Black Lion Supreme? Can y'all see this? For some reason, it ain't showing. It ain't moving. What? Hold up. Well, here, I'll read it to you and I'll show it to you. Thou art he whom the praises are ascribed to. The uttermost parts of the earth bow before thee. So now we bow before a principal, Black Lion Supreme? You dead in the water, bro. I told you, man, your arms are too short to box with JJ7000 when it comes to this information. And the limits and skies entreat thee with supplications when they see thee. Thee. The principle is a thee, y'all, according to Black Lion Supreme. The holy ones are, hold up, let me see where we're at. The holy ones are other world. Smell the earth and paying homage to thee. The uttermost part of the earth bow down before thee. The limit of the skies entreat thee with supplication when they see thee. We can't see a principle, Black Lion Supreme. The holy ones are overcome before thee, and all Egypt offers thanksgiving unto thee. Man, you dead, bro. When it meeteth the majesty, thou art shining. Spirit body. A spirit body is a principle, sir? You dead in the water. The government of spirit bodies, permanent is thy rank. Established is thy rule. Thou art well doing, Sekim, which means power, of the company of the gods. Gracious in thy face. Now, principle has a face, ladies and gentlemen. And beloved by him that seeth it. Thy fear is set in all the lands by reason of the perfect love, and they cry out to thy name, making it the first name, and all people making offering to thee. Thou art the Lord who art commemorated in heaven and upon earth. Many of the cries which are made are made to thee are the Uk festival, and with one heart the voice Egypt raises cries and joy to thee. I mean, come on, bro. I'm gonna keep busting your head and reading it. Thou art the great chief. So the principle of the chief, Black Lion Supreme, the first among thy brethren, the prince of the company of the gods. Is this showing, man? Wait a minute. The first among thy brethren. Okay, yeah. Well, it ain't showing, but hold up. Thou art the great chief. Look at this, y'all. Among thy brethren. Now a principle has a brethren, which means brothers, y'all. What's a brother principle, Black Lion Supreme? Can you come on and explain that? Oh, well, this was not created by black scholars, but then you can't bring one to the goddamn table. Make it make sense. I told you what, you ain't ready for me, man. I'm going to dispel all that nonsense about this principle crap. Oh, we just got to study their culture. Well, this is part of their culture. And I showed you the priesthood. And I showed you what they did with the statue. And I showed you they invoked the Ka into the statue. And I showed you that they paraded this statue around the people and they asked for help. But you want to sit up here and make up stuff as you go, and you don't even bring a goddamn source or reference, a scholar, nothing but your catfish eating lip. The company of the gods. This is in your Book of the Dead. Where's your black scholars making their Book of the Dead? Huh? This is what you got. You claim you Kemet. Well, what part of Kemet are you following? Because guess what? This is your book. This is your book. This is why the Bible outdoes your Kemetic doctrine. This is why I won this debate. The establisher of the right and truth throughout the world. The Son who was S-O-N, who was set on the great throne of his father, Keb.
You said Keb and Geb and Nut and Shoe. You brung this up, bro. This is what it said. Thou art beloved by thy mother, Nut. You said Nut. Remember? You brung up Nut. But in your Book of the Dead, it's telling you that Nut is the mother. Oh, it just represents the air and the moon and the sky and the dirt and the earth. Shut up. The mighty one of valor. The air has valor, sir? Black Lion? Who overthrew the Cebu fiend. Thou didst stand up and smite thy enemy. So my principles are smiting enemies, ladies and gentlemen. Make it make sense. And set thy fear in thy adversary. Thou dost bring the boundaries to the mountains. Thy heart. Now the principle has a heart, y'all. The principle has a heart, ladies and gentlemen. Thy legs are set firm. Okay, but now what aspect of nature represents a leg, Black Lion Supreme? These people thought this was real. These people venerated this deity. You didn't bring none of this out. You just going off the top of your head and making up stuff. This is why you lost this debate. Next time you get in the ring with me, you better have a source, you better have a PowerPoint, you better have a reference, and you better have some kind of scholarly information to back up your catfish eating lip. Thou art heir of Keb and of sovereignty of the two lands, Egypt and Keb. Has seen his splendor. Now it's a he, y'all, and his. He and his is a principle according to Black Lion Supreme, y'all. He has decreed for him the guidance of the world by thy hand, and as long as time endure, thou hast made this earth with his hand, and the waters and the winds. See, it's distinguishing waters and winds. It said that this deity made the lands. Oh, well, Osiris just represents the air. It don't say that. It don't say that at all. Thou hast made this earth. And then it distinguished the land. Then it distinguished the water. Then it distinguished the winds and the vegetation and all the cattle. This is what it said that it made. And all the feathered fowl and all the fish and all the creepy things. There's a distinction, sir. And all wild animals thereforth. The desert is a lawful possession of the son of Nut. Now it's a son, S-O-N. The two lands are content to crown thee upon the throne of thy father. Come on, Black Lion. You better give it the program, man. If you represent Kemetic, you better represent it right. Until you can come with some kind of other Book of the Dead, this is what you got. Thou rollest up into the horizon. Thou hast set a light over the darkness. See? Thou sendest forth air from the plumes. See? Oh, well, Osiris just represents air. It ain't saying that, sir. It's saying what this deity has created, the air, the moon, the stars, the lands, the animals. It's telling you this. So you don't get in front of the community ever again and say, oh, it just represents Neb, represents air. They don't say that, sir. And thou floodest the two lands like a disc at daybreak. Thy crown penetrates the heights of heaven. Thou art the companion of the stars and the guide of every god. Not every principle, sir. Not every principle. Thou art benefit in a decree and speech is favored of the great company of the gods. It don't get any clearer than that, sir. And thy beloved and the beloved of the little company of the gods once again. Now look at this. His sister, Isis. Oh, wow. Protected him and has repulsed the fiends and turned aside the calamities of evil. She uttered the spell. So now principles are uttering spells with a magical power of her mouth. Now a principle has a mouth, y'all. Oh, well, the mouth is a principle. Shut up. Her tongue was perfect, and it was never halted at a word. The beneficent in command, and word was Isis, the woman of magical. Oh, it don't get any clearer than that. The woman of magical spells. The advocate of her brother. It don't get any clearer than that. It don't get any clearer than that, sir. You have a strong case of cognitive dissonance. You need help, and I'm here to help you. Because at the Lions Den Academy of Education and Information, we bring it out. Let's keep it moving. She sought him. Oh, it's a him, y'all. All these key words is describing, and then it said he created the air. He created the wind. But, oh, no, the wind is an aspect. Shut up. And get down and sit down and learn at the feet of JJ7000, and you might learn something. She raised up the inactive members of whose heart was still. She drew from his essence. She made an heir. She reared the child in loneliness. So the child of principal Black Lion Supreme? Don't you ever get in the ring with me and don't come to the debate with a PowerPoint. Don't come to the debate with a source. Don't come to the point with a reference. Don't come to the debate with no scholar backing up your pork chop eating lip. You can do that with some other debater because they ain't 7,000. They ain't JJ7000. I'm one of the most feared debaters on this goddamn planet. You best believe it. And the place where he was not known. See, he, her, gods. What are you not understanding, sir? And he grew in strength and stature. And his hand was mighty at the house of Keb. The company of the gods rejoice. Rejoice at the coming of Horus, the son of Osiris, whose heart was firm. The triumph of the sun Isis and her heir Osiris. The references is as the following. The following is a list frequently mentioned geographical locations of commonly known names. Oh, wait. Oh, we got more. A hymn of praise to Ra. Now we praising Ra, y'all. Now we got Ra. Behold the Osiris, the scribe of the holy offering of all the gods. This is what your Book of the Dead says. And until you can bring me a black person, I don't even know why the color makes a difference. You want to be honest? Why is it making a difference? When you go to the public schools, I'm sure some. I didn't see any brothers writing those science books. Matter of fact, all the science, technology, engineering, mathematics, mainly dominated by Europeans. But you steady pushing it. You steady pushing it. You didn't come to this debate and name no black scientists that we should look up. You got your ass whooped. Homage to thee, O thou who has come as Khepera. Khepera, the creator of the gods. Oh my God. You hear that? Thou art seated on thy throne. Thy rises up in the sky. See, thou is right. This God is rising up in the sky. See, nut means sky. Shut up. Illuminating thy mother, nut. There go nut right there. The mother. Thou art seated on thy throne as a king of the God. You know what? This is over, man. This is over. This guy ain't got no match. He ain't no match for me. Let me get back to the stream, man. Hold up, man. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what this guy thought when you got in the ring with me. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't understand it. But here let me show y'all if I can pull it up. But for some reason it didn't pull up. I want y'all to see what I was reading from. All right. This was the papyrus of Annie. Let's see if it's shared. So y'all can see it. Can y'all see it? Oh, okay. Wait. Can y'all see it? Oh, there it is. This is what 7,000 bring to the table. See? The Papyrus of Annie, Egyptian Book of the Dead, University of Pennsylvania. Oh, African Studies Center, sir. And you mean tell me that there's no black African teachers at the University of Pennsylvania? Why wouldn't they be like, this is bullshit? I'm sure they got an African teacher. I'm about to look it up. Let me. I'll find you one. All right, let's keep it moving. This is appendix from the Papyrus of Neket. This is in the museum, sir. Come on, man. Y'all can go through and read this for yourself. He's already been body bag, toe tag, and drugged to the middle of the goddamn sand somewhere, man. I didn't drug him. He didn't get drugged. And he steady want to look. Look, y'all can read this. The chapter giving a mouth to the Osiri, Annie, the scribe, and the teller of offering, which is made to all gods. That's a gods right there. Whose words are true, who said, I rise. I ain't gotta read no more, man. I ain't gotta read no more. This dude's dead, man. Come on, man. This look all through this verbiage, they talking about gods. Right, indigenous. It's over for this guy. And here go a whole big list of it, man. I ain't got time to read all this. You see? I'm trying to get to the source. Yeah, man. Look at this. Look how long this is. All of it talking about gods. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with us. Making of transformation into the God who lightens the darkness. You see? Come on, man. How about this? Entering into the hall of Maati to praise Osiris Kenete and Mente. The Osiris, the scribe Annie, who word is true, says, I have come unto thee. I have drawn thee to behold thy beauties. The beneficent goddess. My hands are extended in aberration in the name of Ma'at. I have come, I have drawn thee up to unto the cedar existence not, where the man, I ain't finna read all this, man. Y'all can go look it up. The negative confessions. I mean, it's got the appendix of the papers of Nebseni. I mean, this dude's dead, man. Look, addresses to the gods of the Tuat. That's from the papers of New Bree, and that's in the museum number 10,477, sheet 24. Sir, look at this. This busting your head to the white meat. Man, come on, bro. Look at all this. Look at all this, man. Look at all this. Oh, come on, man. Stop playing with me. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing when you get up here and you come to a debate with no source, no reference, you know. Hold on, what Kyle over there peeking around talking about? Let me see what's going on here, man. Let me see what's going on here, man. Yeah, hey, your boy Black Lion Supreme, you should have told him don't come to the debate without and get in the ring with me without no source or no reference. How do you honor that? Yeah, no, I ain't finna read all that, Kyle. I'm not finna do it. Yeah, hold up. Drop the link. The link is in the chat. Hold on, y'all want the link? Y'all want to come in? Kyle, you want to come up? Hold up. Clipboard. Let's see. StreamYard. There you go. Pseudo clocks. Yeah, man. Black Lives Supreme. I don't know what he thought, man. Well, it's in the link is there, but let's listen to the end of this, man, because he swear him down. He's doing it, man. I said, man, this guy just don't understand who he in the ring with. You might can do that with a Sabio, a neophyte. You see, somebody like a Sabio, he don't know A from Adam. You see. Hold up, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this another educational ass whooping brought to you by the Lions Den Academy of Education and Information, starring JJ7000, the People's Champ, the most feared debater on this goddamn planet. This is why they run. This is why they hide. This is why Jabari slides upon his sarcophagus when he see me and hide. That's right. There you go, man. Let me keep it moving, man. Jabari, you know better. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show me and Jabari's debate. How he was all off topic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna show you. All right, hold up. Let me get back to this. Jabari felt the wrath of the JJ7000. Hey, did. That's why he run from me. Oh, Sarnetta, get him out of here. Sarnetta, get him out of here. Shut up. That's why I tell him now. Shut up. Let's get back to this debate. Hold up. Where is it at? Oh, did I take it off? Yeah, I think I took it off. Well, anyway, Black Lives Supreme, you tried your best. You underestimated the People's Champ. So you thought you could come to a debate without nothing. That's embarrassing. I done beat Sean from Mossy Trial. He's part of the Dagger Squad. I done made Garfield forfeit. He's part of the Garfield. He's the leader. And then I just beat up this one. I'm 3-0 against Dagger Squad, y'all. It is what it is. All right. So what we gonna do, man? We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. We've been over 3 hours. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and hear the song. Get the clock out. We can do that. Get the clock out. This song was inspired by Lions Den was supposed to do a debate against Source Debate League. Of course, they canceled. They didn't show up. Like most of these cats. Yeah, let me know when y'all see the screen. We're going to get up out of here. If you stop twirling. Come on, man. Ah, man, the technical stuff just ain't going right, bro. Ain't doing right. This is why I didn't like doing all this technical stuff. But hey, y'all go ahead and jump on Bars Reloaded. I say if you're married, should your friend be able to date your ex? That's the topic over there. Oh man. No, if you're married, your friend should not be able to date your ex. That means he was liking her the whole goddamn time. He's a snake. Okay. So I guess it ain't pulling up for me, so we're just gonna have to end this show. Hopefully next time I go live, everything is copacetic. Let's see what everybody's saying. African traditions are highly religious. That's right, Black Lion Supreme. Even Kyle telling you, African traditions are highly religious. The difference is the deities are dispersed into nature. No. I just provided you. I showed you how to invoke the card to the statue, and these deities are real. I just read to you that the Book of the Dead, and they ain't talking about no nature. They distinguish the difference between the deity and what he created, the nature. So we got to cut this out, man. This is why I'm here. Kaya. They're going to read that and say to themselves, oh, my God, humans were so lost and confused. A lot of aliens find this. Oh, you talking about... He talking about all... See, I write all my stuff down, and I got tablets and tablets of information that I wrote down with sources and reference, and it's lost now. I said somebody gonna find it 2,000 years from now, and he said when they find it, they're gonna read that and say to themselves, "Oh my God, humans were so lost and confused." That's funny. See, that is funny. Kyle, if I lost all that, so I said, Kyle, I lost all my tablets. They will be found by someone 2,000 years from now. Oh man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can't even get up out of here with a goddamn on song. And I ain't finna sing to you. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with 7,000, man. Hopefully, if I can get the other channel up and going, man. Something going on with the StreamYard. And tonight, Mudawa Mugabe, King of the Apes, King of the Great Apes, is supposed to be coming on tonight, talking about some evolution crap. So stay tuned for that. Well, other than that, Salawan Barakatah, we out.